Dick Trickle had a cigarette lighter in his car.
Sure did.
Yeah. Oh, I know it. Yeah. Under Reds, but I can fish out. I get in my pocket. And I'm like,
Welcome, race fans, watermelons and wood chips, episode 45.
Ryan?
Roth.
There it is.
Inspired episode here on watermelons and wood chips.
Well, you know, we did have a big weekend of racing, things we're going to get through today. First and foremost, we want to thank some of our sponsors right away: Almquist Towing, Performance Bodies, Central Iowa Diesel Performance, Moffitt's Ford, all these guys that stick with us throughout the show. But like I said, big weekend.
Huge
salute
weekend.
to veterans. The whole Salute to Veterans week culminated at Boone Speedway on Saturday night, which was pretty awesome. So we'll get into that. And then also we have the, would you say, founding member of the Iowa Hall of Fame Racing Museum.
I would say that's fair.
Marty Pringle is here with us. So we'll get to talk to Marty, and I'm super excited about that. So.
Very cool. Yeah. Memorabilia, like the guy, he's into all of it, you know, and we all got to see it. I don't know if you guys were American Pickers fans, but I watched that episode. I'll never forget it.
I mean, every time I look at him, it just reminds me of Dumbledore. We've been giving out Gryffindor and Hufflepuff points around here,
Right?
but the racing Jesus of the sport, Marty, been around for a long time and has some of the coolest racing memorabilia that you've ever seen, I'll promise you. And you know what? For just a few bucks, you can go check that stuff out up there in Algona. I'm really excited to get into that. A lot of great stories there. Basically, you know, get on our stream, like our stream, share our stream, subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Facebook as always. Going to go over a lot of cool stuff here on episode 45 here. But first, we're going to get into the start of the week, Tuesday night. Spencer, Clay County Fair had a show there, a little prelude to the Salute to Veterans Week, and then went right in on Wednesday night to the Salute to Veterans. Hell of a show. Watched a lot of really good racing. Actually, Wednesday night kind of reminded me of an old Spencer. I mean, that thing, Jake Sokow comes from 16th and runs right through the middle of the racetrack. And like
Where nobody else
no
was.
man's land.
Right.
Like it looked so weird on TV.
It was weird.
They had a hell of a battle, and I'm like, we were in the shop watching, and I'm like, watching it, and Jake's okay at Spencer. Like he has his nights there, right, where he's really good, and a couple of Bo and Katie were at the shop watching. I'm like, man, Sacco he's gonna win this race. And it was when he was like a straightaway behind, and they're like, oh, no way. And I'm like, look at him, he's running right through the middle, and he's like 4/10 quicker than these guys.
Yep.
3 laps later, he's putting the moves on. And Alec Fett, who runs really well at Spencer. Man, them guys put on a hell of a show, you know, and Stock Cars put on a good show. Kelly Shyrock doing Kelly Shyrock things up there at Spencer. I don't even go there because Kelly races there. It's just not even fun to go run second to him, really, you know.
He kind of has his hands on around that thing. So
Right. So, but he, you know, picked up the win, and who won the mods? I can't remember who won the
Chaz?
Was it Chaz? No, it wasn't Chaz.
I can't remember. Well,
There you go.
what am I talking
Somebody
about?
look it up. But
If only we had the technology.
I'm on my race pass right now. Yeah,
Oh,
Cole.
Charneski
yeah.
won opening night.
Yeah.
That's
9
right.
seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Ass
Yeah.
whooping.
9 seconds.
Checked
The
out.
mullet was outside the window.
The squirrel fell from the
He
tree.
had her.
Bud.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
That-
Garrett, you were shooting that, right? Yeah.
That's incredible footage, man.
Incredible. So funny. Like, at first, somebody was like, what was that? And it's like, oh, you see the squirrel. Right on.
Right.
Couldn't go better with Cole. He's kind of squirrely, young. Very
Same haircut.
Same haircut, right. Yeah, same haircut. Really maturing in the sport. But really, this year, Jamie and the whole crew over there at the Charneski camp has really got, I mean, they're really on top of shit. You know?
I'll tell you what, he does still have some off nights. But
yeah.
when they're on,
They're on.
Bud, and they hit on the big money for some reason. Like,
Yep.
I need to take that boy to Vegas with me because he seems to hit when the money's on the line.
Right, and I think it's the hair, dude.
I think
the
it
hair
is.
does. Daniel Ayers got a really good picture. Me and Cole were talking about some funny shit last night on the front stretch there because at Marshalltown we're going to get to that here in a
Oh,
minute.
yeah.
But, you know, what a great night at the Clay County Speedway there for the opening night for that. Then we go over and go to the Kossuth County Speedway.
Slam dunk.
Wow.
I know, I'm 3 for 3 on that. I'm working on it.
That's right.
Go over there, and I get there, and I'm like, you know, pretty good crowd, you know, and we go to walk across the racetrack, and it reminded me of walking across Webster City back in 1995, 96 year, you know.
Losing a shoe.
And I'm like, boy, they got this baby juiced up. And then I noticed that they had a brand new track prep machine that we've talked about, you know, and they're out there working it. And of course, you know, Jerry was he was doing some operating, and finally, at one point, I told one of the officials to tell Jerry to get the fuck off the racetrack and let's go racing, because it was hot laps were supposed to be at 6:30 and it was after 7 o'clock. And, you know, then he was out on the racetrack, and Logan's like, don't hit him. But, you know, so of course, I think a lot of us were really squeezing him down.
Trying to root him off.
The track, like, just cut us loose and let us go, you know. And, man, what an absolute phenomenal job for the whole crew at Algona that night.
That's the best I've ever seen that place ever in my life.
Yes, and I can't say that because when I was a kid, they used to run on the wall, and it was way, way badass.
Yeah.
But that was the first time I made an executive decision with my race team before I went out on that show. We started 8th, and I'm like, I'm running the top the whole race. And it was good up there.
Yeah.
And it was good until I started like missing my marks and shit after we had the restart. But I about went for a ride in the heat race. We had a little traction hop over there. You could see the oil pan from the backstretch over on Kevin Opine's trailer.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Yep.
But the racetrack, the
nice
sport
save,
mod race,
by the way.
I don't even know how I saved it because I was literally looking at the dirt clods, and it, you know, it's such a weird feeling because
Duke's a hazard.
yeah, but it was just like I just went into the corner and just went to roll back into the gas, and it literally was like somebody just reached down out of the sky and grabbed the left rear and picked her up and said, "Don't do that," you know, and then set me back down, and we wheel up, and me and Andrew and McChain, I always screw his name up, the 517, McCain, Jennings. Right.
McCain
I think
Jennings.
I just called him Andrea McCain.
Yeah, you did.
Sorry.
Andrea McChain.
I was like,
Andrea McChain. There comes that resource again, I tell you. But we set it down, and we go back to side by side. We never made any contact, and but the racetrack, I mean, the sport mod race was excellent. The stock car race was really good until John Oliver. I don't know what happened to John. He just broke or something, but I think what's going on up there in Algona is that people are starting to believe in Kevin a little bit. I mean, after Thursday, awesome. I mean, seriously.
They're putting the effort in.
They're putting the effort in. I mean, and it's not that a lot of these places aren't putting the effort in. I think that sometimes there's always, you know, we've talked about this. There's always a little more too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
Sure.
And when somebody finally steps up, or somebody has enough balls to say something, and you know, maybe the people that are helping now aren't getting upset about what's being said or how they're being talked to get the same result that everybody wants, right?
Yep.
So, man, what a great night there at the Kossuth County Speedway. We got home at a decent time. Usually that place runs really, really late because it is the originator of the tour. So
sure. There's been a few times I've tried to stay awake, but not that
it's tough.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They helped along through there. They had some incidents that took some extra time, you know, as far as crashes and stuff on the racetrack. But man, hats off to those guys up there for real.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was really good. I thought the whole week was pretty good. Then you go into
We go to the Darrell de France. Darrell. I always say that too. I always say Darrell, and it's like, hey, dumbass, Darrell is still alive.
And
it is the Dale.
He's there, right?
He's there racing.
Darrell
Yeah, right. So we go over there for that deal, and man, they've done we've seen it all over the internet. They've done a lot of reshaping and a lot of everything. And Bobcat had a meltdown in the tower. Had a meltdown on Jerry in the infield. And I'm going to call Foxman out here. You have a fucking black flag, use it. Period.
Okay.
Every racetrack has a black flag.
What happened?
Well, we dropped the rag in the heat race, and it was I was the meat between the sandwich type deal, and the racetrack was a little tough because they had it juiced up, which the racetrack Friday night at Marshtown, I don't know what it was. This week, racetracks, I don't know if they all listen to the podcast and listen to me bitch and call them out.
Let's just do it right now. Racetracks?
Yeah, seriously.
Good job, guys.
Excellent job,
Good
because
job.
every racetrack I went to this week was very good racing.
Good.
And so, not that they haven't been doing or putting in the work, but the racetrack was a little unforgiving in the heat races. But it also reminded me of old school Marshtown, and that's how it used to be. And then the A-mains were bangers. And so we just got together, and I will say hats off to the Marshalltown Speedway. They let me race with the left front flat the entire race, even after the caution came out. But then they hosed me on the 70 passing the 73 and blah, blah, and I was mad, and I went to the infield, and Jerry came over. I will give Jerry credit. He will talk. I mean, he talked to like 11 drivers on Friday night.
It was literally like a drive-through lane.
Yeah, I mean, one needed a drink of water. One was telling something about a piece of plastic coming off of turn 2. The other one was pissed off about the call. The third one just wanted to tell his mom that he was okay and that he was going to continue racing. I don't know, but Jerry was down there, and I'm like, man, it was like 15 minutes of conversations down on the front stretch, right?
This is just how much Jerry loves to talk. He will talk to anybody.
Yeah.
He will talk to
under
anybody.
any situation.
Yes. And
well, it's funny you talk about CZ either having really good nights or really bad nights.
Yep. That was a really bad one.
and hey,
we can't drive backwards on the racetrack.
yeah, but you know what, guys? Here, same deal.
Right.
I love Kyle Olson. He's a great racer. They got together. In my opinion, from what I seen, did he do it intentionally? I don't think he did it intentionally. Like, I don't think he said, I'm going to go in and house the 21.
No, I don't think.
But he definitely.
CZ
he was taking the line.
Run,
right,
yeah.
but he took him out.
Yeah, he was taking the line.
Right, and, everybody's posting the videos and shit and everything, and it's like.
I kind of wish that CZ could have got to him.
Oh, bud.
Not because I favor anybody, just because I wanted to see it happen.
But see, and here's the other thing. Cole don't race that way.
Right.
We know that. We all know. None of us really race that way. But when you have a helmet fire like that,
yeah,
that shit can happen real quick.
That's a T-shirt idea. Yeah.
And let me tell you, I've done that at Stewart. I've only done it one time. So when I was watching it, because we were driving home, I was like, this is awesome, because I'm not the only dumbass that will do this. But
I get it. Emotions get high.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yep. It's easy to say, like, obviously being on our side of the fence. And, I mean, Josh has raced for a long time, raced for a while. And, but it's easy for me to say, like, Jesus, can't fucking do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, and I understand.
But, too, though, Cody, you've been on the side of it, too, where when somebody ran Jeff Olson over, you guys were going to fight somebody in the pit area.
Right. No,
right? Because we were usually a 6 or 12 pack in by the end of the races, so then you get really tough,
It's really hard to black and white things because they're not all black and white. But if you don't at least make an attempt to, then it can just run out of control.
Right.
And so
then the inmates run the asylum.
It's hard to try to – I mean, you almost have to take every situation into account. But at the same time, like, there are certain things you're like, okay, well, then you just kind of get your hands around it, and then, okay, this is the way we're going.
Yeah, and you got to do it. And believe me, being down at the Clash on the Coast this last year,
you saw it.
On black flags and yellow flags, like, it is real easy to just go, oh, yep, he did it. Mm-hmm. Or most of the time, it's, I didn't see it, I didn't see it, I didn't see it.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm thinking, in my head, I'm like, there's 8 cars on the racetrack.
You saw it.
There's 20 officials working the racetrack right now.
Somebody saw it. Right.
Somebody saw something.
You didn't want to see it.
But still, you didn't want to see it. I agree. Yes, 100%. But still, make the goddamn call.
Yep. It's the toughest part to do.
It is the toughest part. But I feel like there's more respect given on your guys' side. Like, you know what? I might be the shit end of that deal where I get black flagged because I accidentally tapped a guy. You know, like Michael Jeanette barely tapped the 88 Friday night. Randy Klein, Randy come around. Did Michael like go in and smoke him out? No.
But he got him.
Yep. He should have been black flagged. No offense, Michael, but
that happened Saturday too. Same deal. Didn't mean to. Shit. I can't remember. I can see it in my mind. I'll think.
Which class?
Think about it. I thought it was a stock car deal too. No, it was Barnhill in the modifieds.
Oh,
didn't mean to.
Got Mills.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got Same deal.
Right,
just
right past the flag stand.
Right.
It was like woo.
Yeah.
Deep slide right.
Right. Just didn't. You know.
And shit like that happens. But at the end of the day, you still got to make a call, right?
Well, and a lot of times it's if it's aesthetically, if it looks that bad, you got to make some sort of a call.
And here's the thing. You guys are going to make the wrong call sometimes. It's okay.
It's human. Human nature.
Right.
Yeah.
We're going to get backlash from it. Although I do know that there were a lot of scared people last night because Grant was up in the tower.
He was. He had the eyeballs.
I hadn't heard him in a while.
Right? I went over and talked to him. I'm like, hey, it's good to see you, bud.
Yeah, for real. It was nice to hear him on the call, and it give Logan a little bit of a break. To not just maybe focus on flagging, and they did throw the black flag.
His stress level has been pretty
high. Yeah.
Right. Well, and then
he's got a baby coming too.
Right.
I mean,
right.
He's got a lot of things going on,
but at the end of the day, I of course Jared came over to my pit afterwards after we had a smoke and
did you have to give him one?
Yeah. Weird.
Sorry.
Hey, listen to this. Now he's into the Velos too, or the Zins or whatever. So yeah,
I have a stale.
I have a mitt for me.
Yeah, you got a stale pack.
Yeah. I have a pack that I've just let dry out. So
it's the Jared.
And he lights it. Yeah, it just go. Like
it's getting close. It's getting close.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna start sticking toothpicks in it so it won't ash or a wire, But he come over.
How about an exploding?
He'll be looking like Uncle Sniffer did back in the 90s, bud, just sitting in the chair, passed out in ash, about 3 3/4.
I remember Sniffer actually he would do that he'd put
paper clips
or a paperclip or a toothpick in it, so that it'd be like, "White bud, watch this."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Right, but
let's see. How was I going to do that?
A little higher.
Oh yeah.
So Marshtown ended up being a great showing for them over there. Ton of cars.
Yeah, 172, something like that.
Yeah, 172 cars. Excellent. I mean, and here's the thing. They went, it was after midnight when the modified was the last race was put on the show. They also had some really torn up carnage and shit.
They had some bad stuff.
Things just happen and blah, blah, blah. It's just part of it. But
racing.
We move into Boone on Saturday.
But there for a minute, I think I checked the car count. I'm like, we're only at 90. I felt like it should have been higher. I'm like, that's weird. And it felt like I blinked. And I'm like, 180. Oh, 230. Oh, 260. What the hell is going on?
Dude, I was sitting there, and I was like, there was one point where you guys must have got just swamped with guys because it was like we were already over 200. And I'm like, holy shit. All right. We're good. Like, at that point, I'm like, all right.
Like an hour to go.
I don't know why. I mean, you guys shouldn't expect it because this show was never going to work 5 years ago, I'm just saying.
I have heard that a time or two.
I'm just saying. I'm getting the jab in here on it. I mean, in a positive way.
Right.
But anyway, go on. Sorry.
And then, I don't know if I talked to you, and I'm like, dude, we're at 230, and you're like, there's 20 guys standing here that haven't checked in yet.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So then I hit the refresh deal on my race pass. All of a sudden it's 255. Mm-hmm. And then it was 265. I'm like, holy shit.
You know how many messages I got? Are we running one feature or Hobby's running four features?
Should have told him 4.
I'm like, go to MRP. It's on there.
Yep. It was listed.
But I get to the draw window and Sarah, okay. The buckets that you guys keep those in look like needle throwaway.
They are.
They are?
That's what they are.
I bought them.
God.
I bought them on Amazon.
How many? Okay. I was going to say, how many freaking
I cut a hole through
STDs are in there?
I made those. Like, they have heater hose around the top so you don't cut yourself when you reach in there. Like, you take a good look at them, bud. They're custom.
Full custom.
Full custom from the engineer in Des Moines.
Custom with a K.
Custom with a K.
I even got underneath the lid and used a Sharpie so you can't see in there and see the balls. Like,
is that Hobby Stockholm or Customs?
You damn straight.
Damn straight it is, yes.
Hell yeah,
but
it is.
hey, how many people came, what a surprise that Boone Speedway did that, because it's, the computer draw thing. Mm-hmm. So many people are like, man, it felt so good to just grab a ball out of there. I'm like.
You got to ask Sarah next week. People bitched.
Oh,
if you can't imagine that.
Oh, yeah. I know.
I suck at drawing. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Right, exactly. It's just no different than this. People will bitch about their ice cream being cold.
Yes, they will. Yep.
Well, guess what? What my biggest thing about last night is that they got the water truck guy off the lawnmower.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the racetrack was muddy. It was prepped. The racing was good. They threw us for a loop on the farm session right after the modifieds.
Little extra farm after
the modifieds. However, I also think what played into a big role into why the racetrack was so much better is we weren't racing on it when it was 105 degrees and the sun beating on it.
A little bit later.
It was still 105.
It was hot.
Because I went through 3 T-shirts.
Yep.
But I think that really helped the track crew. But it was also kind of overcasty, right? So...
we actually, I got to tell you this, we actually had like 3 farm sessions in the booth.
Really?
Dave and Booby, they got a squeegee and had to squeegee our windows on the outside because it was so cold on the inside that it was just making making it rain on the
Rub
outside.
it in, Dick.
I knew you'd like that.
Yeah, jeez.
But they got her done, and those windows, I don't think they've ever been that clean. So,
right.
Oh, they're so
right.
nice now.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, seriously, I knew that there might have been somebody a little upset with what I had to say last week, and of course I ran the whole Boone crew was at Marshalltown on Friday, and I ran into Hank and Uncle Joe. They come over to Jim's pit or whatever, and we had a little chat about everything, and then Saturday I was a little. I'm not scared of the track doctor. A lot of people are because he looks meaner than hell, but he's actually a really good guy.
Yes, he is.
And I went over to him, and I knew when I got the.
Yes. Over the glasses?
Over the glasses,
yes.
look down. Was that fucking necessary? And I just was like, Rod, look, I didn't tell him I loved him, but I really do. And I pled my thing, and we then started talking about the screwdriver that came off Jackson Elmquist's car and hot laps because it was a snap-on, so it was like $38 screwdriver. It kind of eased it, and then a little bit later when he went out to go farm, we gave him a little golf clap there on the backstretch because the racetrack was so good.
Oh, it was awesome.
But people bitched. Now, I will say, the first 6 stock car heat races kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But
give and take, right?
Give and take, right. So my perspective of everybody's like, oh, well, geez, Christ. I said, I was in the second heat.
Right.
Starting 7th.
Yep.
I didn't bitch.
Yep.
I went out there and I raced and I ran 5th. It started me 5th for the B main.
You knew what the rest of the night was going to be.
I knew what the rest of the night was going to be. Hey, look, guys, we're not racing. We're racing. There's a lot of good cars there at Saturday night. There was a lot of good cars at all of the salute races.
Very good.
But it was the same for everybody. We just were bitching last week that they weren't doing nothing. Now they're doing something and we're bitching. You don't have to bitch about it.
Nope.
Did I like it? No, I didn't like it. Did I like that they made an effort? 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what, in my opinion, like what I feel like maybe the racetrack learned from that is that the racetrack wasn't that bad during the mods. Like the top was starting to get clear up there and get away, right? But maybe when if we have another deal like this to where we got a farm in the middle of the heats, maybe we throw the hobbies or something out there that'll kind of clump. Because what happened was the stock cars, Devin Smith just went out and ran the top, and just kind of burned that line in, and that's what just hurt the bottom but hobby stocks, they'll go all over that fucker, right? But it made the hobby stock heat races phenomenal.
Yeah, they were nuts.
They were so good.
Yep.
So we lost a little bit with the stock car stuff, but we gained a lot with the hobby stock, and the hobby stock guys didn't really tear a bunch of shit up either because it was racy. But
and we're not on asphalt. It's going to change.
Right. Absolutely. And for as much racing that was on that racetrack that night,
dude, how many?
It was a mini Super Nationals.
It was like a prelude or a prelude. We had 14 B mains. Yes, I screwed up the word. I love it.
But seriously though, everybody. I mean, great night. There was a shit pot of people in the grandstand.
Oh, there were so many people.
Yep.
Did you guys see that there was a pretty cool sighting at the Boone Speedway last night.
Pirate?
No, not the Pirate. Way cooler than the Pirate.
Oh, okay. What did we miss?
There were some angels in the pit area.
Oh, yeah. I did see him walking around.
I must have missed that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good friend of ours, Kurt Norland, his stepdaughter, or his wife's daughter or something.
Never been there before?
Never been to Boone Speedway. Yep, never been to Boone Speedway, but it was just kind of cool, They were walking around with their shit on, and I kept telling everybody, don't fuck around. I'm just saying. But they're super cool. Everybody's intimidated by them, but they're just like we are.
Yeah.
I mean, they're super cool, but it was just cool. They let me put a sticker on my car, so I got a Hell's Angels sticker on my car now, which was cool as shit. I'm just saying, I was like, he goes, where are you going to put it? I said, I'm going to put it up here where I can't fuck it up, because as you can see, I fuck up everything else, okay? So that was kind of cool. Man, there was a lot of mayhem that I can't wait to get to.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But let's run through these. I got 8 minutes and 41 seconds here. So
you got it.
Going through the races and just to reiterate, the opening ceremonies.
It's something
at
else.
That deal.
It
sucks because they couldn't do a flyover because the planes got stuck in Sioux Falls. There was some weather up there, which later we were like, it's coming this way. But we got lucky and it missed us. And the guys like Corey and all those guys that come down to help with the Salute to Veterans stuff, you guys are awesome.
Every person that's a piece of that is they care so much. They sit there in that group in the stands and they watch every lap and they're up and at it right as soon as the race is over. The amount of work that they put in is just second to none.
I'll hurry on this story, but we went to go help set up Saturday morning, and Cooper came with me, my 8-year-old, and it put a little perspective into him a little bit about stuff, because he didn't really understand, why does that guy not have legs, and I told him, I said, hey, these guys are combat wounded veterans that come to help, and that guy, you're over here complaining because you got to help. That guy's missing an arm and 2 legs, and he's jumping in there and putting frickin' 10 up.
Yep.
So, and had to explain to him the scenario, and so that was a proud dad moment for me, because he was like, oh yeah, okay. So he jumped right in there and helped, and so
did he get a T-shirt?
Yeah, he did.
Attaboy.
Yeah, they gave him a T-shirt for helping set up.
Out.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
And real quick, when they do the opening ceremony and they have everybody sit, and then they have the veterans stand. Yeah. That's one of my favorite things. You look out and you can see everybody standing, and it's it makes you think.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's run through these results real quick. So, right from the jump, the mod light feature was BZ led it for a long time.
Looked like he was going to run away.
Yeah. And then it was Josh ended up, did he pass him?
He did. And then he just about dumped himself.
That's right. So he took the lead, right? And then got sideways in turn 2, and then Austin Gray passed both of them.
Checked just a little, and then, Austin just see ya.
Yeah. So Austin Gray wins the mod light feature, the stealth racing mod light feature. BZ goes second. Josh May goes third.
Which Josh May? Did you notice that? There was 2. There was another Josh May racing mod lights last night.
Okay,
no joke. I watched him sign in.
Matt Sorensen told me there was going to be another one. And
doppelganger. And Jerry asked me, he goes, is this doppelganger going to hang around?
Right,
I said, I think so.
Kobe Oberamp goes 4th. Garrett Anderson goes 5th. And then we go into the sport mods.
Yeah.
Well, I got that clip pulled up, so we'll show it later. But our boy is back from vacation. Mm-hmm. He's been.
Oh, I seen him.
He's on parole.
Daddy,
right now.
can I sit on your lap? Yeah, bud. He loves his dad.
He's out on parole. Picks up the win. Jake Sacco. Pace Herrera goes second. Mikey Smith goes third. Caleb Woodard fourth. Trevor Noonan fifth. Tyler Nerud sixth. So, but man, Woodard was fast up there.
He was.
I mean, he was on Jake for a lot of the race
Till he stepped on his night crawler.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
and
That was happening a lot last night.
he's the one that made the move to the wall with Tony,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't know he was there. I mean, it was obviously not intentional, but boy, did it cause a mess.
Yeah.
I mean, oof.
Right. Yeah, that
And
was
I texted Cam today. I said, I'm glad you're all right, bud.
dude, and I got seriously, I got worried. Like
He
I went
hit
over there and I saw
hard.
the front of this car. And I walk over, and he's trying to get his bearings. I'm like, "Are you okay?" And he doesn't really say anything. And I'm like, "Cam, are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah." So then I think he's just trying to process everything that, like, what just happened, you know. And so they pull the car to the infield, and the right front frame horn is just all the way back around. And
Yep. They're gonna have a little work to do just to get the pieces off that thing. Probably.
and he's like, man, that's the hardest hit I've ever taken. And I was like, just don't go anywhere. I went over and picked him up in the side-by-side, took him back to the pits because I was like, I've seen a lot of the wrecks like that where the guy's like, I'm okay, and then he starts walking away.
Adrenaline
right.
wears off. Yeah.
So I was glad to see everybody okay.
Yep.
And then after the races, I was standing there talking to Hank and Roger, and Tony Olson comes walking down. He's like, hey, I think I won the Mayhem, right? And I was like, you're at the top of the list, my friend. So I'm glad to see everybody okay, but we'll talk about that coming up later.
You got 3 minutes, bud.
Yeah, I can get through her.
3 more classes.
I'm saying modifieds. Race of the year.
Yeah, it was a good one.
In my opinion.
It was a really good one.
That's the one that stuck out. Before the race started, Jason Becker with Hunting with Heroes was down there, and he's like, who do you think's going to win? I said, if the bottom is racy, Jake's gonna win this thing. And I mean, him and Chaz, man, what a finish.
Yep.
I mean,
It was a hell of a race.
man,
Little contact.
yeah, Chaz got him a little bit, and then Jake got him back, but I don't think it wasn't detrimental to the outcome of the race.
No.
You know, it was just hard racing.
For modified contact racing is about
Right.
as hard as it gets. 'Cause you get any harder than that, and you're starting to move parts, and
Hey.
stuff's not going to work.
Right.
But
the men were men.
Oh,
It was
dude, it
good,
was
dude.
awesome.
That was one
good.
of the best modified shows. That's probably the best modified race on a weekly or a special event that Boone Speedway's put on, and I'm going to go on a limb here and say maybe a year.
for a minute, yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
Because there was
Really good.
no – I mean, people
Dude, I got chilies just thinking about it right
people
now. It
get
was awesome.
flustered, you know, like when Chaz Baca pulled the underneath move right in front of the flag stand and went in to just like scare Jake is what it looked like. And the contact was quarter panel left front tire.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't that it got Jake
Right.
clear out of shape or whatever,
Nope.
but a lot of people were like, "Oh shit!" And it's like they're racing.
Right.
Leave them
Right.
the fuck alone. Let him keep going. And then all of a sudden, Jake comes back in the next corner and lays the right side door on him. Racing deal, like, hey, I know you're up here, but I'm going to squeeze you, and if you got the balls, you're going to fit it through there. And Chaz Baca said, you seen what I did to my father-in-law last week. I will put a left rear quarter panel on somebody if I've got to. Come on. And, you know, the thing of it is, what I say about this is what I watched is, first of all, you people that didn't watch the farm sessions, you're idiots, because I've only seen a few of the
You've
same
been
people.
saying that since about then.
I know.
Okay.
And I'm just saying, and I still see the same people up there watching it, right?
I'm making sure that people know.
I wanted to throw that in
This
there.
isn't brand new.
But they had the one advantage that I feel like us guys that race Boone weekly or have raced Boone a long time is to know how to run the bottom. And that is what won the modified race and the stock car
I was
race,
going
in
to say,
my opinion.
right after the mod race.
Because,
Yep.
you know, Chaz don't race. I mean, he's raced Boone a lot this year, but he was blowing it in there and blowing it around. Jake was woeing his corner up and keeping his left rear on the tires, and the same thing that Jimmy Gustin did. We're going to talk about right now.
Yeah. Oh, also, Chaz wins the race champions.
The race champions,
I forgot the race champions in there. When I did my results, it only showed the features. But, yeah, Chaz and Barnhill put on a barn burner, man. Like
Great show.
That was another one. They were just ripping the top, and it was fast, and let her all hang out. Chaz Baca wins the race of champions for the modifieds. But, again, Jake McBurney wins. Joel Russ snuck through there because, I mean,
he
Chaz
almost was going to snooker them guys.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in the spot. If them two would have knocked down, he was gone.
But Joel Rust second, Chaz Baca third. Uncle Ronnie goes fourth, Ron Lawrenson.
Yep.
Todd
run.
Shute fifth. But, like, man, I'm looking at the green arrows. Joel Rust passed 14 cars. Uncle Ronnie passed 17. Jake Pike passed 15, and Isaac Malakote passed 13. Like, that's
moving.
I mean, it was racing.
And there wasn't a ton of cautions.
Nope.
No, it was awesome. Moon Moose Lodge 104 IMCA stock cars, Jam and Jimmy.
Only class to go green to checkered.
And by the way, Jimmy, you're welcome. I pulled the 12 out of the bucket for him. Monica, she didn't feel like doing it. I don't know if she feels like she's unlucky or something. I don't know that.
Just depends on the day, but if the sun's too hot.
Right. So, but yeah, I pulled the 12 and walked over to him and said, "Now it's yours, bud. It's up to you." And he took it.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, Jimmy was really good on the bottom, and John Oliver Jr. was right there with him. They were racing for the lead there for basically the whole race. Caden Reynolds goes third. Blake Lehman, a good run for him, running fourth, which is cool. Devin Smith goes fifth. I was going to say, where did Doug? So Doug Smith ends up finishing 14th.
Did he run the whole race?
He ran the whole race.
That's so funny.
Well, he had loaded up, and I went over there. I'm like, hey, you got the provisional for the highest, or
track points,
highest track points that didn't make it in. And his car is literally up on the on the deck in the stacker, and he's like, "Oh, I think the motor's hurt." And I'm like, "Well, you can either take your spot and get this many points or not." And I'm on the phone with Josh. I'm like, "What's the split here?" He's like, "All right, I'll try to race a couple laps." Well, he raced the whole thing and ended up passing 11 cars.
The motor hurt was, oh, shit, I'm going to put my beer down real quick because I see Cody walking over here. And he thought, I might have had 3 or 4 at that. I don't know. I'm just totally throwing that out there. But that's what I would have said because once I was done, I was doing my extracurriculars, having me a smoke and a water in the air conditioning, I can tell you.
But I just thought that was
because
I watched in the first couple laps. I'm like, he's still racing.
We had that full conversation, and I never even paid attention to the features. So
yeah,
that's funny.
Hobby Stocks, Eric Knutson gets the win in the 12K. Andrew Berg goes second. Keith Berg goes third. Dylan Nelson Dozer goes fourth, up 14 cars. Seth Butler, the old Brisket Nacho Express, coming off of that big deal. I know, I'm trying. But Seth, I don't know. That's probably like the 4th or 5th different body.
Went to a Malibu body on her now, bud. She's real hot.
Well,
he's running through the entire metric system at this point.
Right. Well, he passed 14 cars to go 5th. Solomon Bennett passed 20 cars.
20 cars.
So those hobby stocks.
And I had to let Saul was a provisional.
Yeah.
So I had to let him know, like, hey, put the beer down. I literally messaged him that. And then he's like, we were loading up. I was getting ready to take my transponder back when I saw that.
Yeah. So Nelson plus 14, Seth Butler plus 14, Solomon Bennett plus 20, Joey Young plus 13, Corey Vanderbilt plus 15.
I have to add this in too. Of all the Salute to Vets cars, only one needed a provisional to make the A.
Probst,
and that was Corey Probst.
Yeah.
Everybody else made it.
Which is very uncommon for him. But when you come down here in the fucking field of dream state, baby, it's a little tougher than racing up there in the land of the lakes.
But you think 12 cars?
And that's not a jab against Corey. I'm just saying.
Right. Nope.
I had just Andy Morris, the short guy that only wears shorts in his car, just message me and say, dude, we watched you race all 4 nights, and it is you guys are racing in the toughest area to race in, and so I'm a Corey Probst fan, just watching. He's an excellent racer, but so no jab on you, Corey, but it's just like when you have somebody that dominant. But it'd be no different if we all went up into his area.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Some of us that would make it.
Right.
Sure.
So,
but you pull 12 of those cars together like all-stars like that, and you throw them out in that amount of cars, and to have all of them make the show except for one, that's saying something.
That's saying something.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They had a good group of drivers.
Right. Absolutely. Well, we went just a little over time, but we were
Not
close.
bad.
Yeah, we did okay. We did okay. But, well, we're going to send it off to a break. When we come back, we'll bring in Marty Pringle, talk to him about the Iowa Racing Hall of Fame and his journey into racing and why he's still doing all this stuff. And he might be the craziest one out of all of us. Yeah,
his wife says that he is pretty crazy.
But stay tuned. When we come back, we'll talk with Marty on watermelons and Woodchips. We'll be right back. For more than 140 years, Vision Bank has been locally owned, locally managed, and committed to helping Iowa families, businesses, and communities grow. While banking has changed, our commitment to personal service and local decision-making has never wavered. When you bank with Vision Bank, you're banking with neighbors who know your name and care about your success. Experience the difference 140 years of community banking can make. Visit visionbank.com or your local branch today. Vision Bank is member FDIC.
At Moffitt's Ford, it's not just about selling cars. It's about taking care of our neighbors. For generations, families have trusted us for reliable vehicles, honest pricing, and service that feels like home. Whether it's a dependable F-150, a safe and spacious Explorer, or your next pre-owned vehicle, we're here to help you find the right fit. And long after you drive off the lot, we're still here with expert service you can count on. Stop by and see us today. Moffitt's Ford, home of the million-mile warranty.
Welcome back, race fans. Watermelons and Woodchips, and we just we tried to go lightning round, but I mean,
worked out pretty good.
Yeah, no, we did well. And
but if you go over 45 episodes, you'll realize that was the smoothest that we've had yet.
No kidding. Yes, man. Like we said, great week of racing. Just again, want to reiterate, thank you to the Hunting with Heroes organization for putting that whole Salute to Veterans tour on for the whole week, and there's a lot of work that goes into that, and all the volunteers. I think I saw the volunteer sheet, and there was 30 of them on there, 29 or 30.
Yeah, yep.
So there's
salute to vets.
Yes, right. Just with their group, So again, fantastic show. Record car count for us on a Saturday night for just a weekly show, or I guess it's not even a weekly show, but a points night. But we got a guest with us tonight.
We do.
Yeah, Marty Pringle, and
pulled him out of the green room.
Yeah, he said he was back in makeup, so they got you looking pretty good.
Yeah, looking good.
That's right.
Well, Marty, kind of talk to us about your background. Like, obviously, we know that you. Are you what do they call you, the chairman or the founder, or what's your title at the Iowa Racing Hall of Fame?
Well, I guess I'm the founder and president. This all started when my dad raced, and I thought, I wonder what happened to all them old guys, and I started having reunions at my house, and man, it was just neat. We started out with 40-some of them old guys, and then we quit right before COVID, and there was only 2 of them left. But you talk about funny, they were in the driveway crying. They ain't seen each other so long. The end of the night, they were wanting to fight each other.
Just like at the racetrack.
Yeah. Cheating some of it. So that's how it all started. They just started bringing me helmets and trophies, and from there, I got stuff you just wouldn't believe, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, the boys and I have talked about it. We need to come up there and come up there, take some footage, and walk through that thing. And man, yeah, and I'm a huge racing nerd, and like I have the guys I've seen. This is just like a quarter of the racing memorabilia out of the tote that I have over there, and I found some more stuff today, and I'm a huge racing history nerd when it comes to that kind of stuff. So like, you know, the Knoxville Hall of Fame, when I go down there, I think every single time I go in there, I have to walk through there just to see if there's something new in there, you know? And so I know when you guys started this project, you were trying to find somewhere to put it, and there was talks about possibly Boone at one point in time. I think I talked to Burke Plain, and he's like, do you know of any properties around there? But just kind of talk to us how how it all evolved.
Lottie shut me down immediately.
Yeah.
No. But it, gosh, we've been Boone, Des Moines, all over the place, which I'd have loved to have it in Boone. But it ended up now going to Lyle Benson Foundation put the money up, and I believe the building's 100 by 70 with the walkway across the top, and kind of out of the way, but you stop and think about it, the racetrack's all over up there too. So
well, it's right next to the racetrack, right?
Yeah. See, the Veterans Day, we were open for the veterans, so they got in free, and that was a big deal. But that's how it all started. In the Hall of Fame, you know, when Keith Knack was alive, Bill Hagelman's a good friend of mine, but Keith actually started this Hall of Fame, and he done it for 2 years. So I automatically took his 2 years and put him in, and we've been going ever since. But we got 120 apps right now, and you go through the best of the best. It's hard to pick somebody out, and then you'll get somebody on the website. How come this guy ain't in, you know? And I don't do it by feature wins. I do it what they done for racing. The people behind the scenes, like Nona.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Right. Well, people forget about those people. They don't forget the race car or the race driver.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But those drivers couldn't do what they do without the people backing them, or the sponsorships, or the engine builders, or just the people that are involved in the sport.
So we do promoters, we do media, we do guys that drive the records. I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It is hard when you sit down and pick through there, but it's we got 99 years, so we got a 99-year lease, so at some point they're all going to get in, you know. So
talk about that application process a little bit. So how many people go over those? Is there a group of you?
Yeah, see, you start out Bill Hagelman, Phil Roberts, and man, we had 1,000 years of racing experience.
Right.
And, you know, they've passed, but geez, there's me and my daughter-in-law and her husband, and I don't remember who's all on the board now, but so we just sit down and go through them all. And
how many do you nominate? Is it just a random, like you guys, okay, we're going to nominate 15 people this year? Is there a set number on that, or?
Usually it's 13 to 15, and we do all forms of motor racing, drag racing, motorcycle, figure eights, everything.
Any kind of racing.
So it's a pretty neat deal. We usually end up with like 14 of them. And, you know.
So like this year, they've posted this on your Facebook page, the Iowa Racing Hall of Fame page. If you haven't seen that yet, but they post these results on there, who's going to be inducted this year, you know, and just in 2026 here, you know, there's some familiar names that I know, and there's some names that I don't necessarily know. There's a drag racing. You got. I'm going to murder all these. Maybe one of you guys should read all their names.
Oh no, this is good.
I can do
We're
the
okay
ones,
with this.
I can do the ones that I know. You know, Floyd Rock, is it Carzoli?
Yep.
Carzoli. See, you know what? Screw you guys. I'm on this. He was from the drag racing, the motorcycle, Dale Kaufman. Figure eights, Donovan Noakes. Promoter. Then we're going to go into the promoter official media event series, Jim Majors. Owner, car builder sponsorship. Kent Davenport's going to get that one. Pre-1990 drivers. So I was just a couple years old when these guys were out there ripping around. But Mark Mosier, Herschel Roberts. The only reason I know how to say that is Marty said it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Denny Rosenberg. Watched Denny in the old 75 turn a lot of laps around the Boone Speedway. Carl Sangler and Earl Tice. And then we'll go into 1990 to present racers. The man at the top of the list there is Darrell DeFrance. Craig Jacobs, watched him turn a lot of laps around the.
And that's really cool that KD and Craig get in at the same year because they were super tight and and talk about two guys that could tell some stories.
Yep. How many motors they built?
Oh yeah.
Or just like when I seen that on here, I'm like, holy shit! There's actually. Craig Jacobs, Mark Noble's getting introduced this year. Denny Stoneburner, the old Stoney, the old 57, 1997 IMCA Super National Champion, getting introduced to. And, those are people that I got to watch race when I was a kid, and they were kind of back in their prime back then.
We got one of Jake's old late models in the museum.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Nice.
I mean,
I'll tell you, with that group going in too, you might want to get your tickets right when it opens because that thing sells out almost every year.
It does,
and it is. We've been to. I think we've only missed one, and man, is it a good time. Like you catch up with. I mean, there's people of all ages, right? Because you have these guys that are going in, and then here's their fan base and their kids, and all people we know. And, like Rick Brown, when him and Jeff Anderson went in and stuff like that, like you could stand and talk to these guys for hours.
I got to talk to Rick a little bit Friday.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
All the old boys that raced are pretty cool shit.
Oh, dude.
I mean, and they really appreciate, we were talking, Rick and I were talking Friday night. It's like they didn't really throw sliders back then. He's like, man, it's just changed so much.
Yes.
He's like, it's just crazy. He goes, it's fun to watch. He goes, but man, somebody throw a slider like that on me, I'd be going down there and punch him in the nose. Back in the day, because you just didn't do that stuff back in the day, and that's a little bit of the evolving of the racing world. So it's always cool to catch up with all the old school guys or people just asking, where's your old man at? Just kind of shit like that. And we talked about it a little bit when it was on North Dakota tour. People remembering my dad coming up there and racing and stuff. It's just like, I mean, that was a long time ago.
And Marty, you know this too. All these people, they didn't do it because it was just something to do. They loved it. Right? They're not just like you. You're not part of this deal because you just it's just something to do. You love it. Like it gets in your fabric, and you want to carry it forward and build on it. And it's just like you run into Rick. He loved the sport so much, and he's still around it, and when he can be. And to get to see these guys go into this thing and to see the emotion on them when they get up on the stage and they turn and you see all this crowd, and you see there's tons of guys that are in the Hall of Fame already that are there, and to get to do that in front of everybody, it's really neat to see. And some of them get choked up. Some of them make everybody laugh. I mean, it's really cool to see.
I know I'm doing my job.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
My dad started racing in 1948. So there's been a Pringle at the Web City track since 1948. So it's in my blood. I mean, my brother raced. Whole family raced. So it's you were talking about Stoneburner when Jefferson was open. I was running a stock car then. I had a Havlik chassis. I don't know which one it was. It's number 57.
Yeah.
We went 25 laps side by side. Best race in my whole life. We were coming around the checker, and I went over the cushion, and he probably beat me by that much. But that was a good race, man. That was way back.
Was that back when it was the big track or
no,
small?
It was. Yes, it was, because it was after Conroy had it. So, but Randy Havlik was running at the time.
Okay, yeah.
So, but that was the best race I was ever in. And I only ran a stock car 2 years. I couldn't afford it. So,
So you started in the hobby stocks. Or was it more like what Webster, what they had? They had like them Econo stocks.
No, I started in a hobby. I figure eighted for years. But, the figure eight races back then, there was 120 cars. You go home with $1,000,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many, Rocco City, geez. I couldn't tell you how many features there won, but
Were you cheating?
No, you couldn't do anything. Just knock the windows out.
Yeah. All right. At least you're honest.
I was doing stuff.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. I know you were bullshitting me.
So I'd take that money and put it in my race car, but I mean, you had to win the heat to get in the feature. Bottom line, but
what was something you might have done to make it a little bit faster? Do you remember?
I done things. To me, it was an endurance race.
Mm-hmm.
Them guys were all welding stuff over their valve stems. I just drilled holes in the back, put a tube in it, and I never had a flat. Never,
Right.
And they were always hot. And I always ran 400s because they had a low end torque. But I'd leave the heater on. I kept the water moving. I could pull in after race, take the radiator cap right off. Your feet were blistered from being so hot. Just stuff like stupid things like that. I welded the rear end. But now figure eights they got bigger motors than we got, so
Yeah.
it got out of hand. And
Like everything has over the years.
I married my wife. I raced for 25 years, and she's never been on my lid. First year she comes with me, I rolled 3 times. So, man, what am I getting into? But, yeah.
So how long did you run the figure eight stuff, and then when did you transition to circle track?
Oh, God, I ran figure eights as long as I can remember. I was in one of the positions I drove for Decker Truck Line, so time was an issue. But I always did figure eight because they were only like twice a month, so I had time to work on the car. But, well, then I started in the hobby shop stock, 93 or 4 maybe. I was telling him that Jimmy was about 16 when I was about 48, so they always called me an old man then. But. And then I done both for a while, and it's one of them deals you had the time or no money, or you didn't have the money and no time, so.
Mm-hmm.
So then I just got going on this museum and been doing it ever since.
What's your first memory from racing? Back when your dad raced?
Yeah. The old Belmont track, Clarion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You just sat on the hill. Oh, he had a big scar on his arm. When I got older, he went off corner 2 and the radiator broke and just
Oh, really?
fried him. But, so, yeah, I've been around since I could walk, but yeah, then he raced, I don't know, till late 50s, I suppose. Now he ran into like 64. And then I think my brother and we started in there in the late 70s. We were actually the first guys to have a metric body in Western City, Iowa.
Really?
Yes.
I did not know. Now, how'd you get away with that?
Everybody was running Chevelles, Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
Didn't say we couldn't. So we had 80 Malibu.
Really?
My brother worked for Mark's Auto Mart, for Mark. We went to auction and bought this Malibu, and it wasn't very old. And Mark come back to the shop and it was all stripped and gutted. What the hell are you doing? And that's kind of how Mark's got going on the whole thing. But yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Did you have a lot of success with the metric car right away, right out of the gate, compared to like all the Chevelles? And
No, because we had to start messing with springs. And, them guys are running 18,000 spring in the front,
Right.
But we got all dialed in, and then now, that's all there is, But
I did not know that.
yeah, we ran a triple disc clutch one year. We ain't supposed to run them, So my brother got disqualified. That's when we put Rick in, Rick Geston. This is a good story. Oski, when he first started that special. Okay, Rick's driving the car. Ron F. Camp, we had a Ford 2-barrel like everybody. Took our carburetor. That thing ain't legal. I want 2 Ventures, 2 Buddy Flyers. I was in a junkyard and I found a beer truck. Had a 1-barrel on it. Mm-hmm. So we go to Oski with this 1-barrel on it. They looked at the car. F Camp even looked at him. Rick won the whole thing. Here comes F Camp. What the hell is that carburetor? I said, it's a 1-barrel. You said 2 Ventures, 2 butterflies. I said, only got 1. He took that carburetor. He took it. Gave us back the cheat 2-barrel. You put that back on the car, and I said, well, I like that one better anyway. But and I never got that carburetor back.
Kept the 1-barrel, huh?
To this day, I have not. What is it? And I said, the GM number's right on it. It's legal.
Right. Yeah.
So that was one of the best. Ron was, he kind of, Rick and my brother, he was, that Malibu, Ron hated it. Don't you want to know that car next week till I look underneath it. So we goes to Kmart and got all that undercoating. Sprayed the shit out. We're about halfway off trailer. Here he comes at Webster. Stop right there. He had one of them white shirts on. He crawled under there and that
it got all over him.
He come out and looked at me and said, why didn't you tell me I was wet? And I said, well, you didn't ask me, Ron. We had a chain welded on the back bumper. We put the binder on, we loaded it.
Yeah.
That car ain't legal. That chain, over that chain. So we had to cut the chain off. But Ron, he didn't like us too much. But what happened up there at Oski, that promoter stepped in. He said, you're not pulling that shit here, Ron. That car was inspected. You looked at it. The wind stands. Next week, IMCA, new rule. We have a right to overturn any promoter. We wrote a lot of rules for IMCA. Yeah. But, yeah, it's good times, but.
Are you going to ask him the question, Josh?
Well, I have to.
Yeah.
How'd you come up with your car number?
27?
Yeah.
It's the easiest for me to draw.
Okay.
That's how I come up with it.
That's awesome.
All right. That's easy. Okay.
Because, well, back in them days, you guys used to hand paint all the decals and stuff on, right? I mean.
So the day I quit racing, my wife hand painted my whole car.
No kidding.
Really?
There's a gentleman, a customer of mine, Andy Morris. He likes to wear shorts during hot laps. His whole car is hand painted, and they still does it. And he's got these. I need to call him, but they have these racing pants. They're bib racing pants. The only place it'll make, I can't remember where it was that makes them.
Henchman does.
Down in Muskogee, Oklahoma. And he's like, there's only 3 sets I've ever known.
You gonna have some for Super Nationals?
Just stay tuned, because I got some shit up my sleeve for Super Nationals, okay? But his car is all hand painted too, and I'm like, man. Remember not Ron, but Jeff Shunstrom?
Jeff Shunstrom. He used to do my dad's stuff.
He used to be like, he did all of Jay Lindahl used to paint cars and stuff, Ergie Lindahl, when they all had, everybody that had a junkyard had a paint guy.
Yeah.
And the cars looked a lot better back then too, because you didn't have to pay $1,000 to wrap the damn thing. You just went over the shelf and got the old paintbrush out and touched her in.
A couple years ago, didn't a guy go into the Hall of Fame that painted cars?
Yeah, Steve, he painted over 1,000 race cars.
No shit.
His last name, but
they had some pictures of the cars that he did, and that was really neat, really cool.
There's another, part of the museum that's people like him. They get overlooked. I mean, he painted half the cars that people are in the Hall of Fame. But but when Bill was alive, I learned so much from him, history-wise. I mean, I miss the guy. But
he was like an encyclopedia.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I mean, he printed an encyclopedia
he literally
too.
did.
Do you have one of those books? I have one too.
I do.
There's so much cool history in that thing, and then, and And what I thought was really cool talking about Bill and that book, like the first time I got that book from him, I always knew about the Northside Driving Park was the original racetrack on 22nd and Lynn, because when we were kids, we'd go ride with Hans out in the combine, and you could see where the old racetrack was. Because where his dad lived when we were growing up, those fields behind the house is where that
was it.
Yeah. You can't see it now because they have all those housing.
Well, the trees that my dad forced me to plant when I was a kid up there when I hated it. Hans guy. Hans, you got to put a piece of metal underneath that tree so it'll have a little iron. And if you drive by those trees up there today, there's 4 trees that we didn't put that iron underneath. They're rusty bucket under there, and they're about 6 feet shorter than all the other ones.
Really?
No shit. My dad made this pattern. My dad made this jig thing so we could put mulch in them and shit, and I'm like, I hate you. I don't want to do this. But yeah, so it's grown up. I mean, it's
now I'm gonna have to go look when I go home.
You're gonna shake. You're like, boy, he's not kidding.
When I go home, I'm gonna go the other way.
Yeah.
But going back, like I said, that was the first thing was that Northside Driving Park, and he had a whole thing in there about that Northside Driving Park and how the Offenhauser brothers tested the overhead cam motor in Boone, Iowa, in the 1918 or whatever it was. It was just crazy. But anyway, I kind of went off dark. But going back to Bill, like there's stuff like that, and he knew a lot about racing.
He did. He's but I was gonna go back to this Hall of Fame. I just don't pick them out of the air, like some things do. But
right,
you got to have a nomination form, and you got to send it in, fill it out, and then we go over. I like this guy or this guy, and then a committee goes over it. So I just want to get clear with that because I get a lot of. We got a website too, and
so what you're saying is, Marty, is that you can go to the website.
Yep.
The Iowa Racing Hall of Fame. Is it on the Facebook page or an actual website?
Well,
both.
You can go to Facebook and go to the website.
Okay, folks. So if you are an old racer out there and I had to get that out of there, and want to put your application in for the Racing Hall of Museum here that Marty Pringle has worked his life for in Algona, you need to go to their Facebook page and check that out. Garrett will probably maybe throw that up on the thing if he can. Can you do that, Garrett? Okay,
so
Garrett can do that.
Is it the KossuthMuseum.com/racing HoF? Is that the correct website?
I think it's Iowa Racing Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Iowa Racing Hall of Fame. Pull it up, Cody. Put it up there on the screen for us, bud.
That's
yeah,
the
come
other
on.
cool thing about the museum. We have Kossuth County Ag and Racing Museum, which is a lot of local history for Algona. The brochure trains, I think they call them. That building's like 40 by 60, and it's nothing but train.
Really?
Wow.
So for the kids, you're actually getting 3 museums for the price of one. It's $7. The kids got stuff to do. I got to ride in there. I restored a race car.
Do you guys serve alcohol in there?
No.
I'm just.
And then Larry Clement donated his. You remember that simulator he had?
Yep.
Well, it was so outdated that we redone the whole thing. So kids got stuff to do. They can ride on the ride. This winter we're gonna have a tournament with a simulator.
That'll be cool.
Who does the best time? And
right.
It's and then we're a 501c3, so any donations that they're
It goes back into it. It's
exactly it's
right.
It's I mean, I got expenses. I haul cars and go get them and gas lights. I mean, it's. I'm not on there begging for money. I'm just saying we're a 501c3.
No, that's what it's all about. I mean, there's the stuff that all the money that's donated goes back into the Racing Hall of Fame to get the cars there, to get the memorabilia drug in from all these fields, and we've got a ton of that memorabilia out of my dad's place from Marty over here, and a lot of really, really, really cool stuff. And please donate to this because if you haven't checked it out, I want to release this. I want to just say it right now on here, but I don't know if I should. But we're going to make it up there and do some footage. We're working on the boys here at Black Dirt Entertainment. We're working on something really cool that everybody can check out, and I think can relate to, of a really cool TV show back in the early 2000s. But Cody's got the museum.
IowaRacingMuseum.com.
Mm-hmm.
There it is, right there. Garrett don't even have to put it up.
Beautiful place.
It is. And as somebody, I've done a couple of those nomination forms and nominated a couple people, and it's a neat process to go through. It steps you through. You kind of learn, even though you're nominating somebody that you think you know, like you learn things about them as you're doing it.
Yes, you do.
Look at this guy
really
over
cool.
here. Jammin' Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you still have that old sign that, who made that old Jammin'
His
Jimmy?
mom.
Yeah, his mom made a sign.
16, I believe.
We seen that on the American Pickers. That's what everybody was like, holy shit, they went to Marty Pringle's place.
Yep.
And there is Jammin' Jimmy Gustin's sign right in his garage. And I'm like, I know that guy.
Yep.
I didn't know that they came to your place, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yep.
This is cool.
Really cool.
Back when Frank was alive and stuff, and God rest his soul. That show was a great show to watch, just to kind of see all that old cool stuff, around the world that they looked at and found. Look at the door bars on that bad sister.
That car ran Boone. That's Summerfield.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Him and Dan Wagner would have a hell of a battle.
right. Bruce Badgley was up here a few weeks ago. He talked about, Marty has brought up, there's over 84,000 pictures in this Hall of Fame up there.
That's the old Bob Shyrock car there, the orange one.
Oh, really?
Right there, yeah.
Yeah.
And Tom Hurst. That car's amazing. Camaro. 427 big block, 3 deuces on nitrous, no power steering.
Oh, boy.
And I asked Tom, I said, how did you drive that? He said, with the gas pedal.
I suppose.
That's
So
crazy.
there's some, the cars there that Bob Hill wrecked.
Yep.
And
I still remember that.
Yep.
That's being a young kid when that happened.
They had that sitting out front on the wrecker when he got inducted.
and Larry put it home, just stuffed it away, and he called me one day, come and get that thing. But you know that car won Daytona 500 with Derek Cope in it.
Yep.
So
That's a little bit of history.
that gray car there, that was in the movie Grease Lightning with Richard Pryor. So that's the original car.
Yeah.
My dad's first car's in there, the old Shamrock car, but
That's cool.
and that's my last one, the yellow one. But we rotate all the time. I just put 4 new ones in, so we keep stock moved, so it ain't same old stuff.
What's the most special piece to you that's in there?
Oh, probably my dad's, but I mean, there's man, we got fire suits and helmets and gosh, I mean, there's T-shirts and coats and Judy DeFran, well, Judy Gustin, she gave me her championship coat. Jimmy's been really good. I got his Boone Nationals fire suit and helmet. I got Richie's helmet from Boone Nationals. I got Ryan's very first helmet, first one he ever had.
I bet it's a lot smaller than the one he wears.
Kid size.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That was an old moped helmet with full face shield.
I got Ryan's fire suit from his first late model win.
Which is cool.
That's very cool.
Got Hawkeyes from day one to the end. And they're just so. I mean, you can spend hours and hours in there. There's so much in there. I can't even remember. But
Sure.
Here's the one I saw, the Kurt Hansen.
Oh, that thing is awesome. That thing Island hurts your ears.
Really?
You wrap her up. Wow.
Oh, Peppy.
That's an old Sanger chassis.
That's cool.
So it's
Boys, we got to take a field trip.
Yep.
Well,
Jonathan knows how to get there.
we need to just. I'm going to cut it. I'm going to cut it right now.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to do it. So when the race season gets over after Super Nationals, we're Black Dirt Entertainment is going to start a little cool segment and we're going to start it at the Smiths. And I don't know. I mean, we're trying to come up with a unique name for it, but it's going to be like, the old MTV cribs, but it's going to be like, Black Dirt Cribs, or I don't know, something without cribs, shops. Or Josh had a great idea. Had a couple of great ideas. Cody and Josh are normally really good at that, but we're going to start going. We're going to start traveling around this winter since we're not going to be at the racetracks, and we're going to go and start doing some of these garage things. And this place is on the list to go and do that at. So we're going to kick it off at the Smiths because I pitted next to Dave and Leonard. I'm done calling him Will. It's Leonard from now on.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Yeah, I mean, he shows up with a trailer, no license plate on it, lights don't work, gets his scooter out, rips up, grabs a cheeseburger and a thing of fries, and comes back and sits in the lawn chair. And I'm like, bud. His old man. So then Dave, I finally got to meet Dave's wife, actually meet her. She's like, I've walked by 100 times. I'm like, I know. I either call you Mike's mom, Dave's wife, or Will's mom. We know Will's the favorite over there, the youngest one and stuff. But she stopped over the pit. We were pitted right next to him and stuff. And I'm like, man, I'm pretty excited I get to come over. And they're like actually going to let me in the shop. She's like, yeah. I'm like, there's a lot of history there, So stay tuned for that. The boys are working really hard on that. I'm super excited about it. I just kind of took that off the limb there and just announced that we're going to do it because we are going to do it.
We got a big one over in Marshall County. I think we're going to go see too.
Right.
That was a verbal agreement. That's a contract.
Right.
The way I took it.
Yeah. Right. So. Right. So
definitely
super pumped for that stuff. So stay tuned for that, just to kind of pump everybody up a little bit because we are only a month away from Super Nationals.
It's coming fast.
Which is wild.
You had to say that.
It's coming fast.
Yeah. Well, so I'm actually it's coming a little sooner than I'm gonna miss a couple more Saturdays at Boone. We're gonna gear up and go down to the Southern Southern Street Stock Nationals.
There it is.
Spencer Hughes
is this an official announcement of this?
This is the official announcement.
We're dropping
of this.
everything.
Yeah, we are. We're dropping it tonight. The official announcement, Spencer Hughes got a hold of me and asked me, I met him and Rodney Wing down at the Clash on the Coast this last year, and I'm going to go down and pilot one of Spencer's Southern Street Stocks.
Bringing in a ringer.
Mm-hmm. Going down there, the Southern
Spencer. Have you ever watched this man race here lately?
So I'm like, when he asked me,
that's pretty cool.
I'm crazy. It's been really tough for me. Well, usually if I talk about something will fuck up and it won't happen or whatever. Well, then Peyton Taylor, he's actually going to race Rodney's car down there.
Hold on. You're going to race Peyton?
Oh, we're racing, bud.
This is going to be awesome.
I might not be invited to go to the Clash on the Coast by the end of the week, but we're racing.
Dude, brothers don't shake hands. brothers got a hug.
We go tip to tip.
brothers wreck each other.
I can't wait to see you guys hug on the racetrack. It's
so
be awesome.
I'm super pumped. So that kicks off August 12th to the 15th, practice with being on the 15th. They've got midget wrestling. They've got bull riding. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm cranked. I'm telling you, I am so pumped up for this deal. I didn't really know. I'd only met Spencer a few times, and whatnot. He's supposed to be coming and racing at the Super Nationals. Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to announce that, but it just slipped out.
Hey, we're announcing everything tonight.
Yeah, right. So, and then I'm going to go down there a couple weeks before Super Nationals and just see what this is all about. They got live bands. Like I said, they got the midget. We're excited about the midget wrestling.
Of course.
And the mechanical bull riding.
Are you going to ride it?
Oh, I'm going to go down there and go full tough Hedeman, guaranteed.
We're going to have to get some video of that.
Bring
Katie.
a lot of ibuprofen because you will not be able to walk the next day.
Don't tell him. Don't spook it.
I am going to do another vlog.
There you go.
We had a really good time at the North Dakota tour. So everybody that's listening, Garrett is working his ass off on getting all that footage together and stuff. So be patient because it is a barn burner. I'll tell you, there's a lot of barn burning.
I asked him I did ask him the one day, and he's like, "It's actually pretty good." Like
fair, and that was just a winger. Okay. You what? Were they? Okay, well, so for the Southern Street Stock Nationals, I'm going to be a little more, it was just a lot on the North Dakota tour, and I was wrecking shit, so it was like we were kind of doing that too, but I want to get some good footage of that because I've seen some aerial photos of it. It looks like a mini Super Nationals. Way smaller, but just it's 300 cars,
Right. And these aren't bombers.
No, these look like a full-on late model.
Yeah.
There's like this cool thing that they do. It's an extra bonus if you don't have your roof on. It's like weird. Okay, I have no. You guys are asking me shit I don't know. But when I get back from there, I'm either gonna be. I might be Indian leg wrestling a midget. You never know. I'm just saying.
If things turn out okay, that's what's going to happen.
Right. Rico better look out. Okay.
G-Space. He's like,
have you seen Rico?
Jacked.
He can slam your ass. He is, just not very hard.
I was just going to say, right. I got a hell of a crossface, bud.
Yeah?
But
right.
So I'm really super excited for that. We're going to make a post on Facebook and stuff, and I've really kept it quiet just because I didn't want something to fall through or something to happen, and then Peyton went ahead and one-upped me and posted a picture of his car and everything, and I'm like, I messaged Spencer, and I'm like, dude, send me a picture of the car I'm racing, and the first picture that he sent, so it's this gentleman, I'm not even sure who it is. It's all set up through Spencer, but he's got a couple of his cars, and that gentleman is allowing me to just come down. Like, I guess my name was thrown in the hat to be, chose as this deal. I've never met these people. I have no idea. I couldn't pick them out in a crowd.
That's so cool.
He's got a couple of cars. The one looked just like Spencer's car, and he was like, "Hey, man, would you be interested in doing this? This is the car," and blah, blah. And I'm like, I didn't even know what to say. I was so jacked up. And then you guys know I'm a talker. My Indian name is one who talks a lot.
Okay.
So this laryngitis thing and all that crap has really been messing with me. But I'm getting close. I'm coming out of it. We're coming out of it. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of hot tea and shit. But then he sends me a picture a couple weeks later. He's like, "Hey, man, we switched this stuff up and everything." And it is a black and purple with neon yellow. It reminds me of a Jake Durbin car.
Oh, okay.
And it's the number 18.
Oh, it is?
It is the number 18.
Sweet.
Will that be the first time you ever raced something that's not 69?
No, you ran the 14 car.
Yeah, I ran the 14
car.
Oh,
yeah,
Anita's.
That's right.
I ran Anita's, and I ran Shane Stoneburner's car here a few weeks ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, so I'm super excited for that. Man, they say that it's in Meridian, Mississippi is where it's at. It's 14 hours from here. They said that right now, or in August, is the hottest time of the year. We look at the weather. It's supposed to be like sunny and 75, 80 degrees.
Are you flying?
No, we're driving.
Oh,
Dad's
driving?
going.
Oh, you're taking the machine?
5 times going.
Look out.
Yep, 5-time. K-Dog, Steph, and myself are going down there, meeting Peyton and
Are you taking Big Red, the cameraman? Or is he getting back in school?
Depends on if he's got to be pulling weeds that week, but he started his own business. He's doing the weeds and the rock beds and stuff like that. I'm sure that he can talk to management and get the time off. But I don't know if
he might have some pads on that week.
I don't know if he's gonna pad up. I mean, he tore his MLC or MCL here, and he did the whole natural comeback thing, and I mean, it put him down for a while. So I don't know if he's gonna go out for it or not. He thinks he's some fisherman. I've been fishing a lot of bass tournaments and shit. He ain't been placing worth of shit, but I'll give the kid a solid A- for the efforts.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool. Yeah, like I said, we kind of made a couple announcements there.
Dude, it's awesome.
Yeah,
it is great.
Right.
Hey, we got more announcements to come. We do.
Right. Yeah.
Legit.
Yeah.
But we're gonna save them.
Yeah, we gotta save those.
Yeah. Till all the lawyers sign off on everything. I mean, it's how it works, Marty.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets a little tricky sometimes.
Right.
Now, I was going to bring up another thing. I restore a lot of these old cars, and I got the Al going to high school shop class involved, so that's, to me, is huge.
Oh,
That's awesome.
So the kids are going to come in and actually restore a whole car.
That's awesome.
That one kid told me, he said, I'd rather work on that than a Briggs and Stratton motor.
Right? Yeah, until he gets about 35 and he's blowing oil out of the old lawnmower, and then he'll be like, man, I probably should have took that course. I can go rebuild this 1978 Monte Carlo over here, though, Bo. Come on. But, yeah, no, that's super cool. There's a lot of places that are getting kids involved in the racing stuff. Like, I'm surprised there isn't something here in Boone at the high school. Maybe that's something our wrestling coach can tackle. I know you have a lot on your plate, but it's like shop class. When we were doing it, it was like, man, we're in the capital of dirt track racing right here, and there wasn't a course. We were doing this is the spark plug out of your Briggs and Stratton motor.
Yeah.
So maybe we can spark some interest in that shop class stuff just because of the heart of racing.
Well, if you weren't trying to blow up Miss Tiala's class,
Travis Brown should have been throwing them plastic babies at me, bud. Remember that one?
And we had a one-on-one a while back with Pat Graham, Mark Noble, and Mike Smith, and that went really well. So we're going to start doing 2 or 3 of them a year at the museum, and the next one, we don't have the date yet, but we're going to have Kurt Hansen, Ed Sanger, and Gary Crawford. So,
that'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be great.
So that'll be a neat one. So we're going to try to do 3 or 4 of them a year.
And you're just doing a seminar at the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
And just have them guys come in and kind of talk about their racing career and
like a round table
deal.
That's cool.
That's super cool.
If people come and ask them questions, it's pretty neat. The other one worked out really good. So
I know Josh has been kind of dying to talk about this, but he's an American Pickers guy. How did those guys get a hold of you? How did you end up on the American Pickers show?
Well, Robbie, I'm a good friend with. Always have been. I called him and chewed him out. Why'd you give him my name? I didn't give him my name. Somebody called me from New York. We're coming to your house. And I said, I don't even know who you are. You ain't coming to my house. I could call you and say, hey. Well, finally, they convinced me who it was. I thought, yeah, go ahead. But how they got my name, I don't know. But they sent that Dave, the silverhead guy. He bought more from me than them other guys, but it's I don't really, I probably shouldn't say, but it was different.
A lot of production and stuff like that.
It's not
what you actually see on TV is probably a little different than what you went through.
Exactly. It's
Did they pay you?
Yeah, they paid me, but I didn't tell them very much. I mean, I know what my stuff's worth.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're trying to make money, but
sure,
right. They're low ballers. Yeah.
So it's one of them deals. I wouldn't do it again,
but you did it.
But you did it. I mean, it was a pretty cool experience, right?
I don't know if she lived in Otho then or not, but they came. That was a 12-hour deal.
Really?
Damn.
They showed up, and at the end of the day, you could not get in Otho or out of Otho. People, geez, it was something. You couldn't even walk around.
They had a hell of a following.
Yeah.
People going through my house. I'm like, come on, man, get out of here. But yeah, it was 12 hours it took.
Wow, that's crazy. And we get a 30-minute clip on the TV. I'm pissed about that. They were at your house for 12 hours and I only got 30 minutes of it.
Oh, yeah.
That just tells you, hey, people complain about us having a 3-hour podcast. By God, you get 3 hours of footage.
That's true. And some
Always
new words you don't know.
Always thinking.
Well, hey, that's just part of the draw.
Right. Another cool question that Josh has on here. What's like your best barn find, or like your craziest, like if you went to an estate sale and found stuff, like what's the coolest item you found like out in the wild, I guess?
Wow. There's been a lot of them. Wow.
Is there something you wouldn't part with?
A lot.
I'm sure.
All of it.
But I mean,
Right.
is there something top of mind that just like, yeah, that one definitely is never not leaving? Like it's
You mean far as racing or?
just memorabilia, like just
That's all of fame.
something you
Stuff
have,
that you've,
something you have that you own that it's real super special to you.
Wow. Probably my dad's car, but
Okay.
other than that, my Harley, I got a 58 Harley, so
Oh, really?
that thing, yeah, it ain't going nowhere. But,
Kickstart?
oh, yeah.
Has it ever bucked you?
It's 84 cubic inch. Front wheel's about out to him. So.
Yeah. Has it ever bucked you when you kicked it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta have a tough leg for that thing, huh?
Yeah, it's, God, that bike was built in 1976.
Really?
Back when it's all hand cut.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a handful.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I tell you, I went through 2 wives on that bike. Sold it. Guy bought it, couldn't ride it, so he put it in his kitchen, and I got it back 42 years later.
Really?
Really? That is awesome.
It's just pristine, because he never... I took it to a bike show, a chopper show, I don't know, a month or so ago, and got first place with it.
Wow.
But yeah, them old school bikes are coming back, so...
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's probably the only thing I'd really keep, but
Sure.
other than my dad's car. But there's so many things in that museum that, they're one of ones. You just,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
you can't get rid of them, but...
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like when Bruce was up here talking about the photos and all of Dean's photos and the negatives and whatever, everything else that you have up there. Like I'm excited to get up there because I'm like, there's got to be photos of stuff like my dad's car, Jason's car that I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
And for me that's exciting.
Mhm.
Like that's.
Well, he has every year the Boone Nationals, till he couldn't do it. And then Nancy Kaiser, she was a historian in Webster. I got all of her pictures and all her stuff. And you could spend hours up there. But we got Mid-States Racing New. We got it from day one to the end. And it's, it's... God, I'm there all the time, and I'm up there every day.
Find something new,
Oh,
probably, yeah.
I mean, just reading history. But so, yeah, it's a neat deal. But
It's like a little treasure hunt almost. It's pretty cool.
we're just fortunate enough we got a place to put it, and
You bet.
it's going to keep growing. It's full already.
That's awesome.
So yeah.
Who's your favorite driver ever?
Wow, Dick Trickle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's because he'd smoke. He could smoke ciggies. I wish my helmet would go down far enough to where I could have a rod during a caution or something. You know what I
Dick
mean?
Trickle has a cigarette lighter in his car.
Sure did.
Yeah. Oh, I know it. Yeah. Under reds, bud, I can fish out. I can get in my pocket, and I'm like, sometimes I'll get it out and I'll fire one up right in the car, and everybody's like, what are you doing? I just need to calm down a little bit so I don't overthink this next corner.
I've told you the Larry Embry story.
Oh, yeah.
I will never, ever forget that. In a heat race of all things, to have a yellow, and then we go back to green, and he flicked a cigarette butt out, and I was like, what the hell? And he took off. And he screwed me. I mean, but
mind games.
it's crazy. Yep.
I had some good races with Larry at Webster City.
Yep. Larry, he raced a long time. And
you get that old baby wound up, and whoa.
Yep.
I'll tell you one thing I did back then. You couldn't run 9-inch Ford no more in a hobby. So I kind of redone my 9-inch Ford and told them it was an Oldsmobile rear end because they had drop out in the front. And so I come back one day and Larry Emery's under my car. I went, "What are you doing?" "That's not no Oldsmobile rear end." But we took Bono and then we put metal in so a magnet would stick to it. We made the back of that Ford look like a Oldsmobile. Same with the axles. We bonded them. God, I got by with that for. And then Ryan Griffith rolled at Eldora that time. I called IMCA when they had that phone deal. I said, "We gonna wait till somebody gets killed." That 9-inch Ford to me was safety for one.
Yeah.
Didn't make you no damn faster.
Right.
It was easier to change the gear. Them guys were putting $1,500 in 12-volt posies. I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
But Larry, he knew right off the bat.
Got to be the only person I've heard of Bondo in a rear end to make her look real.
Right.
That's awesome.
Howard Boundary said one week we're going to check rear ends. They had a third member, see if it would fit. So I had one on my trunk. I pulled up there. So let's get this over with. I got a third member right here. Howard says, "Boy, if you're that willing, it's got to be okay." You let it go. And I won the feature one night, and that big blob of Bondo fell out of the rear end. But by then they were legal again. But we had to put metal in, so put the magnet on it. Yeah,
right.
We used to have fun, but I mean, that was a safety deal to me.
Yeah.
You know, if you were in breaking axle,
yeah,
way
right.
you go, you know.
Right. Yeah, when they went to the Ford 9-inch deal, I mean, that was a very, very smart move.
Yeah.
We still run those in a lot of the cars to this day. So,
but you know, back then, hobbies in Webster, we were NASCAR.
Right.
We could run 406s, 2-barrel. So, you know, we were fast back. You know, we were hauling butt. You know, when we went to 9-1, Rick Gustin, I had a 377 laying there, brand new. He put it in that modified 1.7 featured with it, though. But yeah, it was fun back in them days. But I couldn't go anywhere else, so why go to Allison and Denison? But NASCAR was so much different that it was crazy. But I went to Algona one night when Webster rained out, and Ron Reefer was inspector. 14 things wrong with my car, 'cause it was IMCA. But back then you had 2 weeks to fix it. So,
Right.
So I got to run up there for 2 weeks, but God, I started dead last and ended up winning the feature. They claimed second and third. Webster rained out next week. I went back up there. I ain't selling my motor. I ended up second that week, and they claimed first and third. They never did claim me, but I wouldn't have sold it anyway. But
Back in the good old days.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's cool.
yeah, I got claimed in Webster one night. And I just pulled in my trailer, and Rand was there. I don't remember Rand. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'll go ask my wife if I can sell it." It was $300 back then, you know. About 20 minutes later, he come find me and go, "What are you going to do?" And I said, "My wife said I could sell it if I get $600 out of that." I said, "No, I'm not selling it." I exchanged with Phil Augie. Exchanged motors, and then next week I beat him with his own motor. He goes up to Alton racing. Well, he got disqualified because IMCA had a head rule.
Oh, yeah, your motor, yeah.
I finally blew that motor out with the same shit I ran. But you know, everybody, you're cheating, you know. But I liked it back then, Howard's rules. 377, 2-barrel. You didn't know who was going to win. Hell, 355 could come in there. And It was good racing.
Yeah.
Now it's just, I couldn't ride a crate motor because I like to go in the corner deep. That thing started popping. I wouldn't know what to do. You know?
Right. Yeah.
I don't know if I could drive one or not, but that's one thing. Me and Jimmy went in the corner so hard, but back then, you know, we threw them in the corner. They don't do that no more. They just drive around. It's crazy.
It's crazy how much it's changed, that's for sure. We talk about it all the time, you know, like there's the modifieds and stuff, and my dad has his very first modified that he ever raced, you know, and how short the cage is and how tall they are now and how many more holes are on the right or left side brackets, you know, and we're really not turning that much faster lap times.
No.
I mean, really.
No.
No. But, yeah, Marty, I mean, seriously, it's been an awesome hour here with you, talking about all these old racing stories and catching up and learning some stuff about the museum up there. Like I said, we're gonna get up there with the Watermelons and Woodchips travel crew and do some footage as long as that is allowed to be able to post on our platforms, so some people just we know aren't going to make it up there to see that cool stuff. I'm super excited about getting up there, maybe seeing some things that I can remember from the 90s. Coots. So, man, we've had the pleasure to shoot the shit here with Marty Pringle, Dumbledore, the Jesus of racing, whatever you want to call him. The as Jimmy Gustin would say, the old man. I've got a lot of cool stuff just out at my dad's that come from Marty's place that's very sentimental to us out there. A lot of really, really cool stuff. That projects that my dad's going to put back together. And
you tell your dad I want that Mike Smith car back.
Yeah. Well, he's got a plan that he's just, I can't tell you, but you are going to appreciate it, I promise you.
Well, the only other thing before we leave is I'm having a hard time getting out where I'm at, you know. Facebook only goes so far. Track, seems like track announcers don't want to talk about it. I just would like it if track announcers start saying, hey, you know, this Iowa Hall of Fame. I need to get the word out, and you know, this is one good way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Yeah. No, it's our pleasure. I mean, we need to get people up there and you know, into it. Like, you know, that dinner every year, I tell anybody they need to go at least once to see that. But yeah, the Hall of Fame and getting people up there, and these guys, we're going to have to pry them off of the pictures. It's going to be tough. They're going to be looking through them all. But
well, I think the biggest problem I have is, you know, for so many years, I have my own stuff, you know, and I think people think, well, it's just what he had in his garage, you know, and it's far from that.
Sure.
So, yeah, I just need to get the word out and promoters to talk about it. And
hopefully we can help with that. We come up and show it off a little bit. So
that's the biggest thing I need, and keep the thing going. And I think it's a neat deal.
Yeah.
People do not realize how much history is in this state.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So, no, it's something that we're looking forward to, and yeah, like I said, if you guys want to check it out, it's up in Algona, Iowa Racing Hall of Fame and Museum, and we're looking forward to showcasing that here on Watermelons and Woodchips. But we should go to a quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up with the Mayhem, Elmquist Towing Question of the Week, Power Rankings, and then, yeah, is that it?
I think that's it.
All right, cool.
Yep, you got it.
All right, you are continuing to watch, hopefully, the Watermelons and Woodchips. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the Adobe Lounge located in Boone, Iowa at 915 West Maney, Eisenhower. Our hours are Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to close, Saturday and Sunday, noon to close. Come enjoy some of the strongest drinks in town and the best homemade pizzas around. Whether you're stopping in to relax, meet friends, or grab a bite, the Adobe Lounge is the place to be. See you soon.
My name's Jason Becker with Salute the Veterans Tour. You've been watching the Watermelon Woodchips podcast with Cody, Josh, and of course, the Bobcat.
Welcome back, race fans, Watermelons and Woodchips, and we'll go right into the cookies, I guess.
Perfect. Perfect timing.
So Cody and his wife are gonna be.
Hey, you got her, bud.
Well, dude, the packaging is top notch, okay? We're going to need a vacuum over here real quick, Josh. I made a mess, but...
Luckily, Angie said I could bring our old one up. It's here.
All right.
Well, of course, I've neglected, a couple of us have neglected. They've tried to give us cookies a few times, and they never leave the house. But we finally got is it the Lexi Sweet Treats? Is that what this is called? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lexi Sweet Treats. Oh, Reeker Cody. And
very good.
And man, these cookies are good. He wasn't bullshitting.
They're good.
Yeah. So we finally got them on the show, and man, there's a whole bunch in there. Monster cookie. G had
there's like a strawberry one.
Yeah. What's this? Strawberry Crunch.
Yep. Pretty sure that one's going down the hatch next.
Mint chocolate chip. Okay.
There's a banana bread chocolate chip.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, banana bread chocolate chip.
Monster cookies fire.
Yeah.
I need milk.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for that. We finally, like I said, it's been our fault. We forgot them a few times. So, she's made a few batches for us. So, finally get them out here. And
the Bobcat's starting to purr.
Uh-huh.
Oh, but it's so good.
They are good. They're really good.
They are.
But also real quick, I guess we don't have to unbox them, but we got some gifts from Marty. So got some swag from the Iowa Hall of Fame and Racing Museum. Oh, Josh, these are soft.
They look very soft. Yes.
The next level. So
I see an XL, and it just happens to be green. That's kind of strange. Yeah, these are really nice.
Oh, here, Jonathan, I got one for you. Here's an XL, bud.
Isn't it something, Jonathan? We started out, you were a double fat, always. Not anymore.
No.
Single fat.
No. Yep. Well, when your like I said, when your doctor tells you that you're borderline diabetic,
they give you a choice.
They put you in a spot to where you really need to you think about your life choices, and I've got a lot of friends that are diabetic, and I've my grandparents. I've watched them get their limbs and stuff and everything cut off, and Turbo, our great buddy Turbo, is going through that crap right now, and it just sucks, and I actually was talking to the voice of the pit area, Tommy, last night. He's diabetic, been diabetic for 30 years, and he goes, man, it's just a battle, constant battle, no matter what you do. Just kind of quit being a crane operator at about 11:30 at night with the chips and the Cheetos and stuff like that. So Tiny Jones would be super proud if he knew that I was as good of a crane operator as he was driving the rig down the road all them years, But I feel, the doctor, you think about it now, just grab a 50-pound sandbag and just carry it around with you.
Yep.
My cheeks were taking my eyeballs, and I had a triple chin going on, and I was swelling like a tick.
Maybe that's what's going on with the old 69 stock car right now. There's a little less left side weight.
I didn't lose my endurance.
Okay.
I
was just going with the weight aspect of the car,
Oh, really?
Stick a chunk of lead under the seat, maybe.
Okay, fine. Shots fired.
I'm
That's fine.
just saying. That 50 pounds.
Wait till I get that T-shirt cannon this year's Nationals, bud.
I know
these shots are fired now. Huh?
The poor people that are sitting right underneath me are in trouble.
I remember when Brett goes, when the one hit the frickin' glass, it scared the shit out of us. I'm like, I didn't mean to do that, bud.
That was something.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's like a bomb went off.
Right. But yeah, I just kind of, I tell you what, I do feel a hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean, I do. I told the doctor, I'm like, I still smoke cigarettes. Probably not going to give that up for a while yet. Just not ready.
You've slowed down on it a little bit. Marlboro called. They
depends
said
on what.
We're a little worried.
Depends.
Their stock's gone down.
Depends on what racetrack I'm at.
Their stock's gone down, but their actual stock of cigarettes has gone up.
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, I mean, I just feel a lot better, and I'm just kind of watching what I eat. The hardest thing to kick is bread.
Oh, it's
love
tough.
bread,
Carbs.
man. It's so good.
Carbs altogether.
So, and two, like all the sweet stuff, I really tried to cut out a lot of my sugars and stuff. And so,
Lemonade.
like when you eat, when you eat something like a cookie or like somebody brought cake or, like people have been bringing stuff up to the fab shop, like it's like, oh man, it's so good.
It's a little more special though.
It is.
Right?
It really is.
You don't have it all the time, and then it's a little more of a treat. So
yes,
which is what it's called.
It kind of makes you feel like crap though too, because you're not used to eating it.
Your system.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, been doing a lot of peanut butter and jellies, man. Sure brought back the late 1990s for me. Homemade jams and strawberry jams and big old slab of peanut butter.
Yep. I jumped on the scale this morning and it underneath 230 for the first time that I can ever recall. So
that's awesome, Josh.
Yep.
I mean, seriously, it's like
keep doing it.
So many people are like, "Oh, are you on Ozempic?" And it's like, if I'm definitely afraid of needles.
Yeah.
I don't do needles. So it's, Garrett's scared of needles too. Yeah, like when they draw my blood, I'm like. I'm like clammed up, and they're like, "Just relax." I'm like, "No,
I can't.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's just a matter of and of course everybody always wants to go straight to the, oh yeah, like negative or whatever. I seen a post today, people bitching about Sports Park Raceway. I didn't murder that one.
On a roll.
I know, right? I'm telling you, that resource 4 years is starting to finally show up in the vocabulary section, okay? So there's people up there bitching, oh, yeah, way to not, this isn't a jab at Bobby Cottle, but I'm just going, way to not think of the racers and the fans and blah, blah, blah. You don't have to go. I got on there and put a post that, military don't take a day off. I'm just saying, like, if you don't want to go, don't go. If you don't have to post a negative comment because people, at the racetrack, obviously the people at the racetrack want to race.
Yeah.
Because they're still wanting to race, and I feel like, that we let school out for bad thunderstorms nowadays. And then it don't even rain. So we're raising a bunch of pussies. In my opinion, we don't let school out because of a bad rainstorm. Come on. So if I actually got a message from Heather Roth, where you at? Because I commented on that post, and I'm like, well, we're doing a podcast, so that's where I'm at, in the air conditioning right now. My feet are frozen.
It's really cold in
here.
It
is cold in here.
The girls next door, they keep this thing.
Well, bud, you don't want to go over there and get a massage while you're sweating.
No.
Okay, they're supposed to make you sweat when you walk in.
Yeah, that's right.
And I've never seen either one of them over there, but I'm pretty sure that they're.
It's got a Andy's man.
Stop it. Come on. All right.
I
Yeah.
have to break this up, boys.
Yeah, break that one up. Can you cut it? Can you cut it with a knife? I don't want you touching it.
Oh, shut up.
Oh, shut up, he said.
He finally frickin' barks by. What?
Oh,
you're gonna give Josh some? You're gonna give Josh some, but you're not gonna give me even a crumb?
Bud, get ready. It's a life changer.
Hey. You ain't getting it back.
Got a little crunch to it. Not good.
No.
Man. Well, we got a little business we got to do here.
Yeah, so, again, thank you, Marty,
Yes.
for bringing us the shirts. Thank you to Cody and Lexi's Sweet Treats for bringing the cookies, because they are,
Top notch.
They are very good. Oh, look at that, man. He got her.
You get the
So
centerpiece.
we're going to go into the Moffitt's Mayhem of the week.
I don't think this one's a hard one, guys.
Well, there was some gnarly stuff. Yeah.
There's some gnarly stuff going on, right? Like, there's a couple of things I think we all know what
I wonder if they got the Odd Light one.
If they're gonna, I think we know which direction we're going. But I mean, did you guys hear about the cat fight? That was in the pit area?
I saw the videos. I sent them to
So
Josh.
there are videos here on the premises at the Black Dirt Entertainment Studio right now. And man, I tell you what, there was some frickin' Apollo Creed punches thrown in this butte. And the best part about it was, you guys remember, Marty will remember, when they didn't allow women in the pits because they fought more than the men. That last night brought back that feeling. We had a cat fight over there on pit lane. We had another incident.
I just saw the videos of beers flying. One's got a hold of another one, and then you see Big Stick rolling up in the Kubota, and he's like, whoa, everybody stop.
Nicest guy in the pit area, guarantee you. But there was some other mayhem at the other end of the pit lane. There was mayhem on the front stretch. There was mayhem on the back stretch.
Turn 3.
Holy buckets.
There it is.
There was a lot of action going on last night. Now there wasn't that much action really. As far as other for how much racing that went on this week, a lot of that mayhem kind of happened at the Boone Speedway, right?
Yep.
Thankfully, we were going to elaborate on this. We'll go ahead and just get started in the first segment. Or Cody, do you got something?
Well, I'm trying to get Chelsea's on here if I can find it.
We're going to start with the mod lights. Well, we might as well since they were first, right? Who was the first rollover?
Huggins.
Yes, Joel
Huggins.
Joel Huggins.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huggy Bear.
Thank God. The little tumble over there, them cars, gosh dang it. They look so violent because they're so small.
Yep.
But then Chelsea, I know her maiden name's May.
Latterini.
Mm-hmm. Boy, did she take a tumble going into turn 3.
She went and visited the fence.
She visited the fence, and I tell you what, she got out of that thing and walked back, and I'm getting chills talking about it right now. I mean, it was violent roll on the backstretch, and the whole catwalk, and even Jer. That's not the only mayhem we had, actually. Now that I touched base on this, I did hear something that was said in the grandstand area of all places. So that has to make the mayhem thing too, because that's the first time I've ever heard that at the racetrack.
When he was yelling at that guy.
Well, we'll get to that, but we'll see. So Chelsea gets it, but the whole crowd, which that is normally the par for the course when somebody gets upside down, and thank God she was okay. The car definitely looks like didn't look as bad as what it looked like when it was going upside down.
Right.
When they pulled it away in the wrecker,
you can kind of see it.
I think they'll kind of button it up. We got all the Napa boys over there operating. John Avery's old tow truck there. Beautiful aerial footage of IMCA TV Ian.
The drone.
On the drone footage there.
So, yes, the drone's the one that caught it. And you'll see a car in front of her kind of start to spin. And I don't know if she just turned right. Like right there, she just turned right, and off she went. Yeah, they just caught her going off the track. But they catch her up into the fence. So
yeah,
it was ugly. Glad to see her walk away from that.
She walked away with a smile on her face.
Oh yeah,
probably one of the nicest gals in the pit area. Their family's been around racing a long time.
Yep.
And Jimmy was right over there. The director of the Mod Light Stars series. They've put a lot of work and a lot of effort into getting this class to where it is today. Yep. So very thankful for that family and what they do for the sport, and just glad, like we said, we're just glad to see her walk away from that, and it made it even a little better that she was smiling, and I think they'll get that hot rod fixed back up and get her back out on the speedways in a timely fashion. Second mayhem. First lap of the sport mods.
I'm just getting it queued up. What a deal that was.
Yep, they were just coming to the first lap.
Right. Well, and we talked about it, that West kid. Is it Matt? No, not Matt. That's the 31.
No, Woodard.
Woodard.
Yeah,
Caleb
Woodard.
Woodard. I always screw that up because he's the 131.
Yes.
Matt West is the 31X. Caleb Woodard is a very good racer.
He is.
Been watching him since he kind of raced in Park Jefferson and stuff like that. And
Colton worked for his dad over in Nebraska
Really?
for go-kart deal. His dad runs a big go-kart race in Lincoln.
it seems like
Uncle Frank's.
I think so.
Is it? But just a racing deal, really. I mean,
Yeah.
just not knowing where exactly or what kind of run is coming off the top there.
And they get some really good footage of this because this is coming around.
Why is it so
first lap.
jumpy, bud?
It's my cable.
Oh. Okay, Garrett, write that down. We need to get a new cable.
So right
Come on.
here, Caleb bout spins. He gathers it, and then he starts going a little bit south, and look out. And here comes Cam. Oh, my goodness. Dude.
Hold on. So people are like, man, we're glad it.
Hit the back 10.
Everybody,
They show it again.
Oh, yeah. That's
everybody's like, man, I'm glad everybody walked away and this and that and everything. We build these race cars. They're stronger than your daily driver. You got a roll cage. You got a 5-point harness in it. I've been in situations like that and licks and stuff, and it happens so fast. Like, all you do is you hear it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you just hear that kind of stuff.
Watch our boy Dayton. Yeah. And he never hit a thing.
He was pumped about it.
Yeah.
I talked to him on the backstretch afterward. He had a plus 16, I believe.
Yes, he did. He passed.
Super
a lot of
pumped.
cars.
He's like, I don't know how I missed any of that stuff, but it just, like I said,
Swizzle sticks himself.
Yes.
right. When you're doing 60, 70 mile an hour, boys, and shit goes awry,
It's
it happens so fast that there's nowhere to get out of there.
Yep.
There's no way to get out of there, and it's just that happens in racing.
And the fastest mustache in sport mod racing today, Topless Joe, came back to the speedway last night, and he was right in that, and it was able to come out of it and finish.
Right.
Like Cam's car.
Yeah, that baby didn't. Yeah.
I looked at it when she come across the racetrack, and them boys over at BHE will get him fixed up and get him back on the road there. I mean, T.O., he took a hell of a tumble. Tony's been doing this a long time, and that's probably, I don't know if that's probably one of the hardest hits he's ever. I mean, Cam's not really being the greatest on his tranny right there, or his gear, is he? Well,
He might still be in. He's not really.
I don't know if he knew what day it was
Yeah.
at that point in time.
Well, and like I said, you're kind of in shock at that point when you're, I've been in some wrecks. I mean, you guys watched me junk my car off of turn 2 one time. It knocked me out.
Yep.
And
at this moment, I'm going, don't move very quickly. Just get out.
Well, and we have all the safety equipment, right? Yeah. Everybody's running a Hans. I still run the neck donut. But
have you tried the Hans?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah, I have. And, I don't mind it. I just
comfort.
It's not. It's so uncomfortable for me. And everybody's like, yeah, but it's your life. And I'm like, and that's the risk I'm willing to take.
Right.
That's my choice. I got a
decision.
full containment seat, and stuff. But we are we're in a roll cage, people. We got 5-point harnesses on. Those wrecks are going to happen. And when they happen that bad, like when Colby Fett wiped out the flag stand last year, I mean, it's just shit happens. It's going to happen. It's part of it. And thankfully, everybody is okay, and that is the main thing. Those race cars can be fixed. People we can't bring people back when they're dead.
Yep.
Right. So what I take from that is all of the chassis builders that were involved in that accident and that wreck right there.
Did their job.
Way to do your job.
Good job.
Way to build a safe race car for your customer out there. Way to, and a lot of people will stand behind that kind of stuff and make it right if something's a malfunction. At least that's what we do at Rage Chassis is if there's something happens like that. And, people get all kind of revved up, when the halo comes down or something happens, and it's like, man, go take your vehicle out and turn it on a 90-degree angle on the highway doing 70 mile an hour and see what happens to it. You'll be lucky if you be alive in your regular vehicle. So hats off to the track crew. They did a excellent job getting everything buttoned up, tidied up off the racetrack in a quickly manner because we did know rain was coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming up from Fort Dodge and stuff. It never did hit us, but
No, we got pretty lucky with that. But we started going, and is it Katie, the girl that does the flags, the photographer that does the flag presentations? Is that her name? I can't remember. Is it? Yeah. And so she's like, "Have you looked at the radar?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I don't think we need to do the flags." And I looked, and I'm like, "You are correct. We do not need to do the flags."
Well, I wondered why they weren't doing that. Then I'm like, well, it is almost midnight.
Right.
But
when he said that, I was like, oh, no.
Well, yeah, I didn't either. We were standing on the backstretch, and Watt's dog come up, and he's like, "Bud, my truck windows are down at the shop, and it's about to rain." I'm like, that's what you're worried about right now? Really? We looked at the radar, and I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, we'll be all right. And then you guys kind of picked up the show and sped it up, and we got lucky.
Yeah,
right?
For sure. Well, like I said, never like to see that kind of stuff, obviously, part of it. But, we went from that to the next race was race of the year.
Right.
So it's just a high and a low.
That's
deal,
what I'm saying. I mean, it just happens, and there wasn't really T-Fits. I don't remember who broke. Oh, it was Charneski.
Yeah.
Charneski, something happened, and that was about the only mayhem really for the modifieds.
He pop canned that thing, though. Just blew that deck right off of that thing.
You watch, and it was like he barely caught him, but where he caught him, it just went and just ripped her off of there. So terrible luck for the little T-Fits to 28. But then, like you said, race of the year at the Boone Speedway reveals itself right in front of our eyes right after that, and then we go right into a barn burner stock car show. Green to checkered, and then the hobbies go ahead and put on another barn burner as well. But the other mayhem, I heard Jerry say something along the lines of "stop smoking marijuana in the grandstands," and I about shit. My jaw is still in pit stall 52. If you were wondering,
He got very specific.
And I mean, whoever did that, you are my hero because you had enough balls to do that. Not alone there was probably 3,000 to 4,000, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, probably collectively in the whole place, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Just saying, okay, so how many was in the grandstands? 1,000?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have enough balls to light up a left-handed cigarette in the grandstands with 1,000 people there, you're an OG. Okay, I'm just saying. So whoever did that, if you want to send something in the mail and reveal who you were, we would gladly. We might send you a Christmas card this winter, but that was the first time for me at the Boone Speedway.
From our perspective, don't do it again. Jonathan loves it. We can't do that.
No, I just thought it was just like that's just something you don't normally hear at the racetrack.
Right, of course, of all people, Jerry's like, if you're in section, blah blah blah, sitting in row, whatever. Like he knew the section, the row, and you're smoking.
Boy, he's got one hell of a nose for it.
He does. What cracks me up about that is he always talks, you can't smoke, you can't vape in the grandstands, blah, blah, blah. Where do people do it? Right in front of him. It happens. We'll be sitting there racing, and I'll look down, and you just see a cloud, and I'm like, do you guys not listen? And sure enough, then Jerry's after him again. But, I mean.
It's funny.
Yeah.
We had to put that in the Moffitt's Mayhem a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and put my vote on the Tony Olson. Chelsea's deal was pretty bad.
It was.
Right.
But it was a single car incident. But my vote goes to for the Moffitt's Ford Mayhem wreck of the week. Is going to the T23. Tony, like I said, super glad. Also super funny that he come up and asked Cody if he was going to be the Moffitt's Mayhem car of the week.
Yeah.
We are still working on cap signs to get us those stickers for the Moffitt's Mayhem sticker award of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
But
speaking of that, maybe a little
Chris,
table decoration there.
Bud, I know you listen. I know you blew your motor up on Saturday loading up to come to the track, but I'm going to really need you to get up here.
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought you told him. Sorry.
He popped it?
He popped it, loaded up or something, Cody said. And I seen Nate's thing, and it just was a Snapchat of a twisted T. And was like something along the lines of, well, might as well start this or something.
So what? Maddie walked out and he got all excited and stood on the gas or
put
what?
her to the floor.
Come on, Chris. Well, that's too bad. I mean, but look at it this way. Better that than maybe going into turn one. And
it did save him all the pit passes. Not that he, did save, but it did cost us being the 280 mark for the car count. So way to screw us on that, Chris.
Jeez, Chris. Do better, bud.
Right.
Just kidding. I think I got to go for Tony Olson. That's it's tough, man. That is. We see those happen once in a while, and it's just they're never good. I mean,
well, I think it collectively collected 4 or 5 cars.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Well, because Matt Avila, he was in that deal.
They tried.
We were trying. So here, get this. And this isn't a knock at Moses, but the track officials on the racetrack told Matt to go to the work area. He comes to the work area, and I always knew that there was a rule that you cannot work on your car under red. But when they sent him to the work area, we just assumed, like, okay, they gave him the clearance to go work on his car. Like, he was a victim of circumstance. He had nowhere to go,
right?
Type deal. And he gets over there, and Moses comes over and was like, hey, you guys aren't supposed to be working on that car under red. And everybody's like, oh, bullshit. And I'm like, that is a rule. I mean, that is a rule, I know that. But I thought, when they sent him to the work area, that maybe that had changed, because I also heard last night Jake Sacco drew the pin. I said, hey, bud, a lot of claim cards got put in pockets tonight. And he's like, bullshit, I called IMCA, and because it was a points night, there were only drivers eligible that have 100%
perfect attendance.
Yeah. Yep. So when did they change that?
That's been a few years.
Yeah, that's been, any points night's 100%.
Yep.
See, and I like that, because I was still under the assumption, I'm like, no, bud, this is a special event. Like, so I didn't know if that's still, because it's a special event and they're now allowing to run special events with points being obtained.
I think the track points is what sets the precedent.
Even when you give a provisional. Okay.
Yep.
All right. See, and I didn't know that, but I was going to mess with Jake because and then
dude, he started smoking.
Well, I think he had an oil squirter.
That's what I was waiting for. Somebody bust his ass.
Right. But so Moses is correct, right? Like, you can. So why would they send him to the pit area?
Probably just to say, get over there
and be ready.
And then when we pull the red,
I mean, you can have all your stuff ready to go. I guess,
boys,
too, and then
right.
But you can look at it and get kind of a sense.
That was the hardest part. Was just like sitting there.
Right. You watch a cup race, the same way when the red's out, and you see the teams like they're just like walking around it constantly. And
right.
If they touch it, they're done.
There were some people that were like, no, bullshit. But rule's a rule.
Yep.
So I had to be the guy to, like, everybody quit touching the fucking thing.
Yep.
And so everybody backed away, which we'd already changed the tire at that time, because, like I said, I figured maybe they just changed the rule. But Matt comes in there. I mean, he's towed out. I mean,
it was a ways.
His left rear shock, literally in the center of the tube, it looked like somebody took a pair of scissors and just cut it.
Oh, man.
The shaft was still there, but the actual solid 2-inch part was just like somebody just went.
Oof.
They had a left rear flat, had a little bit of body damage on the right-hand side, but for how hard he collected whoever he collected, he kind of collected the guy at almost kind of like this. Not tore up as bad as what he could have been.
Yeah.
So it was quite the experience. We were down there. There was like 11 people trying to work on the car and pull lug nuts off and get shock in. And thank you, Josiah Taylor and crew. And there were several others that I didn't even know who they were. Kind coming down there to help us and do that and everything. We're going to have to get that thing back in the wind tunnel this week.
Was there anybody down there trying to get a look at the airflow system?
There was.
You got to be careful.
We've got it really covered up, so it's really hard to see. But there were some people down there trying to check that out. And like
you
I
got to
said,
watch. They might not just be trying to help. They might be trying to help themselves.
Well, and we're well aware of that. We've talked to our lawyer and stuff on it, and we've got a special deal worked out. You guys might be receiving a letter because I know who was down there taking
cease
videos.
And desist.
Right. But thankfully, sorry, Josiah, Matt, everybody thought that we were ready to go, and everybody's like, he's dragging his chain. I'm like, we know. We were just working on it. We're just going to use the shock, and we're just going to see if he can even go. And as you guys could see, it was just so towed out that he maintained for a couple laps, and then I think he got pissed. Matt don't really ever get pissed, but he was just like, I'm barreling this thing in there, and it just come around, and he's like, all right, I'm going to cut my losses here and just bring it back to the trailer and end his night there. But little hot pit action. We had a little hot pit action down there. And
yeah, it was.
Josiah was laying under the car. Matt fired it up, and boy, I tell you what, I'm still digging dust and dirt out of my eyelids from that one because Hank, if you could take the sweeper down there and clean that pad off next for us before next Saturday, that'd be sweet.
Funny. Well, hey, let's get into the Elmquist Towing question of the week.
Yeah, this was
super good question, man.
Marty Pringle inspired. I just happened to think, let's talk about memorabilia. And what's the coolest piece of racing memorabilia you own? And we had a lot of people comment.
Some of the stuff is really, really cool. Just a lot of random stuff. Like I like the Ayrton Senna autograph photo. That's super cool.
Yep.
People posting some of the trophies they have. Timmy's got his Franken golf cart or whatever that thing is.
I couldn't believe that he didn't post a picture of a Christmas tree, like the Little Debbie Christmas trees. Yeah, that's going to be memorabilia here soon, isn't it? That's sweet. We're like passing around something that we can't.
Sorry,
can't show Garrett, right?
We can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll.
Well, he didn't show you this Lutevet's cars first, so.
That's true. Oh.
I forgot about that.
Little red on red crime going on here.
Thank you, Cody.
Yeah, he's sitting here and he's got his phone turned toward the camera.
Yeah, but I know.
Did you see Joe Young's?
Yeah, I went through a lot of this stuff.
Bill Davis Sr.'s Super Nationals flags.
And then the clock.
Yes, really cool.
Ryan Grochow has a flyer from Brown County Fair in New Ulm, Minnesota. That's the home of Trent Leverud. Just some of this stuff is so cool. Kyle Porter's got the Boone Speedway Giant Beer Pong Champion 2015 medallion.
Hell yeah.
My Uncle Mark's got a 5-time door. Did you see that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Alden posted the picture of the old Intensity shirt that's got Erg and Denny Stoneberg on the front, and it's got your dad and Jeff Gorman on the back. Those were the coolest shirts, man. I remember those things. It's cool that I've been thinking about that a lot, because obviously you know how my ADD brain works, and I'm like, we need to recreate that shirt. And then this got posted, and I'm like, there it is.
Yep.
So, some of this stuff, Zach Meffert's got a bunch of stuff from Vermeer Motorsports sprint car stuff and KCP sprint car stuff. Dad's got the Steve Kinzer side off of a Steve Kinzer hood that's signed. That actually we had an auction deal one year that was when Keith Miner was doing the ALS or the racers against ALS deal. And Dad got that in an auction. But yeah, just really cool stuff that people posted. But I'm obviously, as you can tell, I'm a nerd when it comes to a lot of this stuff. And I brought that one. What's that say? 1979.
78, 79. 78 was a hell of a good year. You know that. Shane Carson. I got to meet him down at Knoxville a couple years ago. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Is this one of your prized?
Well, I knew I had some stuff in the basement that I didn't have in the tote up here, but just it's a whole yearbook with stuff in it from the 78, 79. Look at that beer ad.
That's
right.
badass.
Sick.
Right.
That is so sick.
The coolest thing that's happened since then is Brandon Overton getting the Budweiser
Yeah,
sponsorship.
that thing's
that
pretty
thing
cool.
is cool as
I
shit.
love
But
that.
all that old nostalgic shit, what we grew up on, seeing that kind of stuff at the racetrack, like it.
Well, what's the one over there? Oh yeah, there's. I brought the point sheet.
Brought the
buddy.
point sheets in. I mean, you got Bill Davis on here, Dave Farron, Dennis Pittman. Dude Thompson, you got J-Lo, you got Flying Brian F. Camp. I can't turn in an 80-acre field and drive off the corner. You got Kendall Sathers, Joe College, Wayne Larson, Kent Kaplan, Glenn Woodard, Ron Little, Greg Shute, Doran Doty,
I think.
Terry Pruitt, Matt Corneliuson right here from Boone, Chip Thompson, that was dude's late third cousin. They only met up at family reunions and stuff. Robert Avery. This is 1990. Nice. Kevin Tasler, Tom Egenberger.
That's just the modifieds, isn't it?
Kurt Flack, John. Oh yeah, Todd Cooney's on here. Gail. I
forget
George
that
Derry.
ran a mod. That's right.
Oh yeah, Todd ran a mod
good
for.
in a mod.
Yeah, he was good until he wasn't, and then went to a late. No, I'm saying then he just went to a late model. You know what I mean? Like
listening to you screw with Todd is fun.
1990 right here, stock cars. We got Chris Malacote circled.
Yeah,
Grandma or Cody or Maddie circled this one.
I'm gonna go with Grandma on that one.
I'm gonna go with Grandma too. Boyd Brown was the points leader. Action Jackson, the old Capital City Tornado running second. Tony F. Camp, the old double nickel, coming in third there. Scott Fireball Rogers rounding out your top four. And Fast Fred Van Cannon, the old 70, right here, one of your Boontown natives, rounding out the top five.
We got to get this guy on a microphone.
Oh, yeah.
What
was the date? August 18th,
August 18th, 1990.
That's my dad's birthday.
Is it?
Yep. You got Kirk Niehaus.
Oh, yeah, the school teacher.
The old 1K, the art teacher from Williams, Iowa. He's painter during the week and a racer on the weekend. Now he's a tech official guy, and don't fuck with him because he will DQ you. He'll be nice.
He will be
but
very
he will
nice.
DQ you
and
about it.
He will teach you what you've done wrong.
Yes, he will. I told him the last time I seen him, I'm like, Kurt, I did not know you were an art teacher. Yep. He was just like, yep. I don't think he wanted to talk about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I might have to send his school a Christmas card. But
Marchtown Bobcats.
Right.
It is the Bobcats.
That's where he teaches.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going there. We're doing a Bobcat painting. Come on. I'm gonna have to arrange that for Kirk. That'd be cool as shit.
That's funny.
They got the Thunder cars on there too.
This is street stocks. Hold on, they're double Juniper.
This is pre-hobby stock. That's basically what they were.
Yeah. Wow. This is hot damn. It's Pat Graham. Come on. Kelly Shyrock.
Also, Marty talked about hanging out with Pat Graham. Now I'm figuring it out. Pat's growing his hair out.
The hair.
Right.
He doesn't look like Marty.
Right. It's Larry Hall.
Larry Hall.
Right here. He was rounding out your top 20.
Not Larry and Gary Hall.
No, Larry.
No, I mean from the brothers?
Yeah.
Really?
Rochester, Minnesota, yeah. Right here, bud.
Okay, then.
I'm not lying. It's in black
You're
and white
exactly
on the yellow
right.
paper.
Typed out.
Typed out, yeah. Jeff Schroyer, he was in a stock car back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. Wow. Man, there is some... I forgot. I mean, but these are the guys, we were little, but these guys were still racing when we were old enough to know what was going on at the racetrack. There are no Thunder cars. Wait a minute.
Right there.
Thunder cars right here, yeah. Jack Franham, Charlie Kinney, Mike Hastings, Jim McClain, Ron Bragg, Terry Britt. Ron Bragg.
Yeah, I always give him shit about Thunder car champ.
You're right. Right. Man.
It's good stuff.
There's a lot on here, you guys. The old Thunder car.
What's on the back of that one?
Street stocks.
Oh, continued or something.
Yeah. No, just the street stocks page. So hobby stocks. Well, they were called street stocks back then. Rick Brown, Kellogg, Iowa. And the other 7 guys, I'm not really sure who they are.
I watched some memorabilia change hands in the tower last night.
Dave Murdy.
Jerry he picked up some stuff for Jared from Bobby Pierce. He got a signed little mini door for Jared. And Bobby is Jared's guy.
Really?
Like his late model guy. So he got him a bunch of Bobby Pierce stuff, a hat, and stuff like that.
You mean Rod's boy?
Yes.
Jared, yeah.
Yep. And
Sarah gave me shit at the window because they were watching the Dakota Tour, and she's like, Jared was so mad that you lost that race. I'm like, I was mad too. Don't worry.
Yeah, he gets pissed when you don't do good, by the way.
That's a feel good toucher right there, man.
He's got a special place in his heart for the Bobby.
And I love that.
Yep.
I do love that.
And
that is great.
when he's around, he's around, if something happens to you and they're like laughing or talking shit, he gets pissed. Like,
my man.
Seriously pissed.
My man.
That's great.
That is great.
Got somebody on your side.
I do. Now, all I need him to do is work on his mother about the lineup when she hoses me on a couple of spots on the lineup, and we'll be real good. I'm kidding, Sarah. I'm kidding.
Hey, we should do power rankings, huh?
Yes, we should.
Yeah,
you
we
have
should.
the graphic. You want to read them off, or just go off this?
We can go off this.
New overall leader.
Yeah, we had a big change at the top. It ain't gonna surprise anybody though.
Did you guys take my paper?
No. Did you set it down somewhere?
Oh, it's right here.
I was gonna say.
How can I do that? I'm over here.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mikey
Smith.
Overall power rankings.
Moved past Jeremy Mills.
What page is that on?
You're on page 2.
Okay.
Yep. He
So Cowboy Ray's in second.
Yep. That DNF dropped Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have very many of them, but when he had one, there it is. So
Jammin' Jimmy. So does that mean Jimmy's in third here off your thing I'm looking at? Okay.
Yep. And in fact, here, I can probably find the graphic because I was, as you guys know, blowing in here a little bit late today. Like I said, I got home at 5:08 a.m.
Right. Okay, so modifieds top 5, Jeremy Mills. Jake McBurney jumps up to second. In the modifieds, Todd Shute third. Corey Sauerman fourth. Chaz Baca fifth. Stock cars, Jimmy Gustin. And then we have David Smith, Doug Smith, Devin Smith, and Tyler Pickett. Sport mods, Mikey Smith, followed by Randy Havlick. And now Jake Sacco has still been in third for the longest time.
Been hanging on, and now
now he wins, so he stays in third. Because the way we calculated it, if he wasn't back, he was going to fall out of the top 5.
Yep.
That was like his drop-off point. Well, with him coming to win, he stays in third. Willie Kirk,
really,
Dusty
I heard
Baslini.
that's the only reason that Jake came back last night because he wanted to stay in the top 5 of the power rankings.
That makes sense. Yeah, Corey Vanderwilt still at the top of the hobby stocks. Will Smith, Joey Young, Eric Knudsen, Braden Gifford. Mod lights are Austin Gray, Brian Ziem, Josh May, Garrett Barber, Colin Anderson. So, didn't look like there was a ton of from the movers.
Mm-hmm.
Not a ton of change, just 1 or 2 spots. Mike Smith overall, Cowboy Ray is second. Jimmy Gustin up 2 spots to third. Austin Gray stays fourth. BZ drops to 5. Corey Vanderbilt 6th. Jake McBurney 7th. David Smith 8th. Will Smith 9th. And Josh May 10th.
And, your resident hobby stock homer's got to talk a little bit. Vanderbilt, I think he came from toward the back of the B last night, drove himself into the feature. And then, because he had messaged me and said, is there a provisional? And I said, yes. Well, he didn't need it. He battled his way in, and then he drove up through the field. And I don't remember where exactly he finished in the feature, but
he passed a lot of cars.
He had a tough night, and he made good on it. And Corey's really good right now, hobby stock-wise. And Knudsen's obviously very fast, and there's a hell of a field in that class right now. So, yeah, the power rankings. Oh, yeah. Now that we're getting the formula, we've got the formula dialed. We've had it all year, but now it's like as the year's going along, it's kind of neat to see it.
I still think it's bullshit.
I mean, one that should be in it isn't, and that's you.
I'm not in it because we just last night we just had tough sledding.
Stock cars, how many were there? 72?
77.
77.
No,
72.
72. There were 77 hops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad. Yep.
Like 72 really good stock cars. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You can't be too upset.
No, I wasn't upset at all. We just, I said, we just kind of, we got out there and we prepared ourselves the best we could for the situation that was dealt to everyone else too. Mm-hmm. And we made the best of it. And we had a pretty good run in the heat and stuff. And then in the feature, in the B main, I just kind of, I thought I was going to take out the flying bomb pop a few times, just blowing it in there, trying to make something happen, and it just didn't happen, And I mean, my thought was you get Justin Lunenburg, one of the great stock car racers out there, Troy Jervis. They're both starting right in front of me, and I knew that the racetrack was kind of bottom favorable at this time, and to move either one of those guys off the bottom, you're just really not going to do it. Yeah. Troy can run the bottom like we can. Lunenburg, he's a little more gassy than what we are. So I figured I might be able to get underneath of him, but at the same time, not really, because Justin's really good. So I just made the wrong move, really, to be honest with you, and just kind of went up there and rode around. The car felt really good, but is what it is. I was okay with it. Erg made us up a whole crock pot of beef burgers and stuff.
Oh yeah.
We had a bunch of fruit and we just kind of hung out and drank 7 gallons of water and
ran to the infield and congratulated the stock car winner.
I did run down there. Jim's my older brother that I never had, and he's got all the younger brothers because he's the oldest, but Jimmy has always taken me under his wing, and he drives he drives a house car for me, and I love that man. I mean, and I love it when he has meltdown. He had a meltdown last week with him and Old Snail.
Yeah.
And I seen the sign language shit that was going on and going into turn 1 and 2, and I just was laughing because he always gives me shit about my meltdowns.
Uh-huh.
So
I didn't see. Was he not there?
Yeah,
Brian?
he was there.
Yeah, he was there.
Oh.
Yeah, yep. But Jim, he kind of hasn't been struggling. He just he was on a tear there for a while. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was just winning everything. And then, of course, he got into a couple of wrecks, and we got him all fixed up. And he really needed that last night. It had been a while since he'd been back to victory lane. He'd been close, but he really needed that. And I get pumped up when I have two heroes in racing, and one of them's retired and the other one's still racing, and I had to go down and go tip to tip.
Yep, you did.
We did.
Yeah. Well, with all things considered, all things said and done, what a wild, fun week of racing.
Busy,
What
for sure.
do we got coming up? Any big special events coming up that
I think
speak about? We never did really talk about the Prairie Dirt Classic. What a barn burn. I don't know if you guys seen that or not. Ricky Thornton Jr. goes to the tail, rips his rear end tube in half with 4 to go. I got to watch that. Brandon Shepard becoming a 4-time Prairie Dirt Classic
and that's
champion.
such a cool thing they do where they pull through the bank. And
right.
It's
sweet. Pretty sweet deal. So if you didn't catch that, be a great race to go back and rewatch. But I'm not knowing of anything really special.
Pretty status quo. Elmquist towing stuff night is in 2 weeks.
It's on the 8th. Yeah, Water World is the first.
Yeah, for the kids.
And then
you guys gonna have just sprinklers set up in the grandstands?
Oh, they
out
do
in the
it
grass
down on the hill.
Oh, down on the hill.
Yeah, there's a little slip and slide down there. Usually Holly Mae's going just flying down the hill. You got to look out. And then back to school night is in 3 weeks. Isn't that fun? We're going back to school already, guys.
Yeah.
Wow.
Katie's like, hell yeah.
Great for the kids.
And then the week after that, you may have heard of this night. It's the Ayers Series and the John Logue first time race.
Yes. Speaking of that, we are. Dad has got the trophy being made right now for the first time as winter race. We're going to do modifieds this year. So, if
you race an IMCA modified
and you have
not won a feature, you are qualified to show up. And if we get a bunch of them, we have to figure out how to qualify them into it, right?
Well, no. So that's all set up as it's oldest to youngest.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but he's saying if there's more than 20.
Oh, if there's more than 20.
I'm not saying there will be, but let's say 30 show up and we're not going to run 30 in that race. Then how do we just knock off the younger ones?
We just knock off the youngest guys.
Okay. So it's
I'm going to go ahead and
that's easy. That's easy.
I'm going to trump my dad on this one and just say that's how we're going to do it.
That's an easy way to do it.
Right. That way there's better shot for them older guys out there that might not be as quick on the whip as some of them young pups. But super cool event. Dad raises up the money. The same sponsors usually sponsor that deal every year. I think it's a 15-lap race.
I believe that was what we have done.
I think it's a 15-lap race. We've really gained a lot of momentum with that thing. Like, people get pretty pumped up about that race. So pretty excited about that too. But I think that's really about the only really exciting. I mean, other than bringing the Ayers cars back. I mean, I hope
Ayers cars would be cool.
I hope
cars are cool. Hopefully they keep the suspension underneath them this year.
I think there's probably going to be 30 or so of those this year, and if there is, then there'll be a 2-feature deal. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Make sure we pass that along with the track doctor so we can prepare for that. Okay. But same deal. I mean, it'll be,
because they don't run Bs. They just so
it's literally a heat race, and you just literally split them in half. And I say if we do that, we should put like all the old boys together and all the not so old boys together, because you can run that class as long as you're not racing another class. There's no age limit or anything like that. And then you got to follow the rules, of course. It's a very cool little series. Doesn't cost the track hardly any money to get them guys there. Plus, they bring a ton of people with them.
And those guys love it.
And they love it. They are just having fun. And guess what? They all make the same money.
Right.
So, super cool thing. Pumped up for the first times winners race.
Well, then we have the week after that.
That's somebody you know's race, right?
Yep. Watermelon Classic and P1P Mod Challenge. So
that's always a fun one.
So you have a month to get a trophy done, just so you know.
Yeah, just now telling me that. Weird. Yeah.
Did you order your tent for Super Nationals yet?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you going to wait till like the week before and then tell them you need a tent?
I'm going to wait till Friday before. Hey, bud.
Does anybody ever do that to you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what, though? Yeah. When you're like as tight, like he can make shit happen.
Oh yeah.
You just
got to do it.
You just got to know when to call him.
Right. I'm gonna have him make me a little miniature tent to put up in the tower, just so I can feel like.
So you can put your food over it, so it won't get too cold from the air conditioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Katie knows.
So we also too, think about this. We got the prelude to Super Nationals coming up.
It's flying.
I mean, it's crazy to say that.
Flying
it
up
really
here.
is.
That's when I was just like, oh shit, Jonathan, you got 4 weeks to get a trophy done.
Yeah,
right. Like, it's the first trophy I've had to do all year.
Yeah. August is next week. So,
right.
Or this week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this week. So we'll have the.
Oh, I'm going fishing this week, by the way.
Oh,
so I'm gonna be sending you.
Are you gonna take some content up there? Because you're gonna teach Garrett how to fish. Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what I heard?
Yeah.
Garrett's back there shaking his head.
Don't worry about it, bud. He's never been a fisherman his whole life, really.
That's not what Haley said.
Yeah, you're good. Oh, you're good at fishing that. Oh. But just not in water.
Gotcha. That's the tadpole.
Yeah. The boys are going to keep him busy. I think Carter's going to keep him the busiest.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
For about 18 years.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
He's pretty excited to go. He's pretty excited to go up to the lake, and we're going up by Brainerd, Minnesota with the family and Haley's family, and so it'll be fun.
It'll be a blast.
I'm planning on fishing
as
much as possible and trying to stay away from my kids as much as possible.
We'll be watching for some pictures.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you just be ready, bud. Do you hear that phone dinging?
Yeah, can you come up here and clean these fish for me?
I know how to clean fish.
Oh, okay, all right. I was just making sure.
Yeah, you put some soap on them. Rinse them off real good.
Yep. Cut the head off and put it in the freezer.
That's right.
Well, hey, on that note, Marty, we do thank you. He's off. He's still here. He's off camera, but
he's in the green room.
Yeah, he's
touching the makeup.
Yeah, he's back in makeup. So,
right. And hair, makeup and hair.
Yeah, that's right. Well, no, he does his own.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Well, you never did ask, Marty. When was the last time you trimmed your beard? He can't remember. All right. That long. Okay. There's your answer.
I've
86
never,
probably.
I've never not seen him with long hair and facial hair.
He's got it.
I have never. I'm 38.
Yep.
Sorry to bring up. Sorry, bud, but I'm just saying.
Well, we want to thank Marty Pringle, and make sure you guys go check out the Iowa Racing Hall of Fame up in Algona. Go support that. That's a great cause. A lot of cool stuff up there.
Absolutely.
I'm really looking forward to getting up there, and we might have to get a hotel because I'm going to need a couple days to go through a lot of that stuff because I'm a geek when it comes to that stuff.
Well, we're getting Cody his own room because I don't want to know what he's going to do after he sees all this stuff.
Anyway.
Safety glasses will be required. If you know, you know. All you 2006 boys will appreciate that one, I promise you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And we want to thank Elmquist Towing, Adobe Lounge, Moffitt's Ford, Log Fab, Central Iowa Diesel Performance, P1P Canopy, Barntown Brewing, Vision Bank, and Farley's Wholesale Tire and Quick Lube. Man, just another one in the books, and continue to like, subscribe, share all the things. Like Jonathan said, we're trying to build more of a content plan, right? Build some more of a content plan out of doing more fun stuff.
After racing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And we'll work on a lot of that stuff.
Well, in the format of the show too, just like tonight, we did it a little bit different. I mean, I think it might flow a little better, and we'll just keep tweaking. And just like a race car, we just got to make it faster, right?
That's right. Yeah, there's some big stuff on the horizon. Some stuff that we'll have to wait till a few weeks to talk about. But yeah, pretty stoked.
But when we talk about it, there's going to be some excitement.
Yeah, stoked about the future of it. So continue to follow along on our journey, and that's all I got.
Same.
Josh
Reynolds, thank you. Jonathan Logue, as always, thank you. I'm Cody Malico. Until next week, you've been watching Watermelons and Woodchips. See you later.
Welcome to the Adobe Lounge located in Boone, Iowa at 915 West Maney, Eisenhower. Our hours are Monday to Friday, 1 p.m. to close, Saturday and Sunday, noon to close. Come enjoy some of the strongest drinks in town and the best homemade pizzas around. Whether you're stopping in to relax, meet friends, or grab a bite, the Adobe Lounge is the place to be. See you soon.